AEW. Two shows. It is Wednesday night. It's Wednesday Night Wrestling. And it's brilliant to be here with you guys. Apologies, I am a couple of minutes late. It's taken me a while to set this up because, of course, we've needed a slightly different background because we need the two screens. And I really didn't like the fact that AEW was like buried down behind the sofa. So I needed to kind of redo the background and also just kind of move the camera and make sure that things are a little bit more presentable. I was watching back the NWA stream and a lot of fun. It was a brilliant stream, really enjoyed it. Thought we talked about a lot of really interesting stuff, had a bit of fun with it as well. But yeah, I mean, like I was off center. And I wasn't like in the box, and there was a few times where I was getting lost behind the chat. So we're still doing a few little tweaks and changes. But I kind of feel like this is pretty cool. I feel like I'm more central in this box as well now. And obviously we've got the two screens behind us so that we can add in what matches we are watching. We might make another little change when it comes to like Raw and SmackDown. There was some excellent feedback from you guys, and one of the suggestions was actually to lose the TV when we're only watching one show. Lose the TV from behind me. Put it like on top of the chat box so that it's just completely out of the way. I kind of like that, and I've done a little template, and I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, this is kind of roughly how the streams are going to be, but we can make a few little tweaks and changes. Feel free to drop me a tweet if there's anything that you want to see change. There's a few people that said they wouldn't mind if the chat was to like leave the screen. But the reason why it's there is because there's a fair few people that watch on TV, and on TV you can't actually get the comments. So there's a lot of people that watch that never see what you're saying unless we actually put it on screen ourselves. So that's the reason as to why. Plus also it should allow you to obviously turn your tablet, turn your phone the other way around, go full screen, and then you're not going to miss out on anything. So, the more of this that you can see, yeah, surely that's better for everyone, right? That's what we're saying here. The more of this that fills your device, the better. Like, that's just simple math. So, yes, we're continuing to do a few little tweaks and changes, but nothing too drastic here on out. So, hope everyone is well. Shout out to LSW. Shout out to the NWA kid. There, boom. Mark Clark. Hi, Mandy. Shout out to Mark Clark. Hope you're well, bud. Jason Peace. Dude, I was just about to shout you out. I saw your, I want to say email. Might have been a direct message. Think it was an email. Saying that you'd had an operation. So, yes, it was an email. There we go, Dave. Shout me out, please. Did you see my email? I did. I saw that you had an operation. Pleased that it's all gone well for you, buddy. So, shout out to our good friend, Jason Peace. So, yeah, welcome. Days, I might be hired for a creative writer for WWE. If I'm hired, I will turn things around for Raw. Jake Wrestle News says Baby Days is the future. Yes, I was joking online that everything is baby now. You've got Baby Nut, you've got Baby Groot, you've got Baby Yoda. So maybe I need to get like Baby Days. Maybe that's how we can take the streams to the next level. We'll have Baby Days. Yeah, hope everyone is well. I managed to get a box today. I've actually got a US postal address. I have to pay like, I think it's about £8 a month for it, but it's an address that I can send stuff to, and then it'll get shipped over to the UK. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I did get a Christmas card from Jesse Callin, which, can I grab it? I don't know where it is. I wonder if I can grab it. I don't even know if I'm going to wait for Jesse to actually be on stream for when I do that, though. I don't want to show you a Jesse Callin Christmas card and then she's not actually here. So, yeah, I did get that. I got a few, like, collector's cards, like signed collector's cards, because I do like to collect those. And some NWA t-shirts. They're upstairs. They've just been ironed. But I've got the Camille Silence is Golden t-shirt and Mama Storm. I've got a Mama Storm t-shirt. So for those of you that watch the NWA, you will know just how exciting that is. So, yeah, I got a couple of NWA goodies, a box full of signed wrestling cards, and also I got the Christmas card from Jesse Callum. Mark Clark says, Days, what do you think of Killer Cross and Thatcher signing? Shout out to Benjamin Apria. I think they're really good signings. I don't know a great deal about Thatcher. I think it was Ross Vape, our good friend in the community, that actually told me on Twitter that Thatcher was the longest reigning Evolve champion. He's also been a champion with Dragon Gate as well. And hottest free agent, absolutely. He's been the name that most people have been talking about. Where's he going to go? Where's Killer Cross going to end up? I don't think he's got mainstream notoriety yet. I don't know much about him, and I think I'm a pretty big wrestling fan. So casual fans won't ever have heard of him. So I kind of feel like he'll go to NXT and build up his name. Although, you know, I don't know what they're going to do going forward now, because NXT, it's on TV, isn't it? It's on USA Network, and, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if you was going to start to see a few people popping up on Raw, popping up on SmackDown, when they feel they're ready, rather than constantly putting them into NXT. But I think it's good signing. Killer Cross is a good signing. And Thatcher, as we said, who I didn't know much about, but yeah, former champion with Dragon Gate and longest reigning champion with Evolve. And apparently Thatcher, according to WWE, was in the original version of Imperium before they were in WWE. So yeah, there's a lot of excitement around both of them. But as we said, I think Killer Cross is the bigger name of the two. But I don't think either of them have got that notoriety, so I don't think either of them are going to really be names that casual fans will be aware of. So I think both NXT, and maybe for Thatcher, maybe he'll join with Imperium, but I've got to be honest, I think a 5-man group is a bit big for me. I don't like 5-men factions. I don't think there's a need for a group that big, that powerful. So, I don't know. Maybe he's gonna be part of the Resistance. Maybe he goes to NXT UK and he starts to try to bring down Imperium. You know, so we'll have to wait and see. Shout out to Jim Gore. Shout out to Anthony JCP. Days, did you see the highlights of Raw on Channel 5? No, mate. I have to sit through all 3 hours of that show every single week. And it's not always easy. Granted, it's not been too difficult recently, but the last thing that I feel I need to subject myself to is to then get up and watch highlights of said shows on a Saturday and Sunday. I'm very excited that they are now available. I think it's a big, big step forward for WWE in the UK. For those of you that don't know, WWE have now got Raw and SmackDown highlight packages on terrestrial TV, normal TV, non-cable TV, the channels that you get when you first buy a TV, the channels that everyone in the UK that has a TV, they can get these channels. WWE has got a highlight package on a Saturday and Sunday morning, one for Raw, one for SmackDown. It's the first time in, I don't know how long, like since the Attitude Era probably. So I think it's a big, big deal. They just need to make sure they're getting adverts out. They should really, really be shouting about this. But no, I'm not going to be watching. I already watched the full shows. Lana is better than Baron Corbin. There we go. Breaking news. AEW is going to be great tonight. I am I tell you what, I'm a little confused because I don't care for the lashes thing. That's the only thing. Tonight is the night where MJF is actually going to give the 10 lashes to Cody, and I'm not sure about it. I don't really want to see it. Not that I'm like gonna be freaked out or anything. I don't feel like I'm gonna be that entertained by that segment. I like Cody segments, and I'm a bit worried about this one. So I've got my reservations about that. I'm just gonna have a look actually and see what's on the preview, because I haven't seen. You know, if you've been watching these each week, you'll know that I do zero homework. So I left my school days behind me long ago. We've got Jon Moxley versus Ortiz. Oh yes, we've got Yaka. Yeah. Do you remember that from last week? Yeah. Britt Baker versus Yaka Sakazaki. So very excited about that. So yeah, we've got Britt Baker versus Yaka Sakazaki. I remember we were freaking out. I was freaking out about her entrance music. She dresses like Jasmine out of Aladdin, or maybe Aladdin out of Aladdin. You can pick and choose. She comes down like this, and she's like all happy and everything, and her music is like, and once you hear it, you can't unhear it. So, yeah, we've got her against Britt Baker. We've got Kenny Omega, Adam Page, and the Young Bucks, a.k.a. The Elite, taking on the Butcher, the Blade, and the Lucha Brothers. Yeah, my favourite of all the Disney films. The Butcher, the Blade, and the Lucha Brothers. And then we've also got the 10 Lashes to Cody by MJF. And then we've got, it just says here, Pac says he's coming after Kenny Omega. Ooh. I don't even know what that means. Pac says, just at the end, it's not a match. Oh, by the way, Pac says he's coming for Kenny Omega. So, there we go. Pac is coming for Kenny. Over on NXT, we have got Rhea Ripley face-to-face with Bianca Belair. Of course, we've got Charlotte Flair, who's going to answer Rhea Ripley's challenge. We've got the Broserweights follow up on their Dusty Classic win, so I'm guessing that means they're going to have a match. And I think that's about it, to be honest. But still plenty to enjoy, plenty to talk about. And we are, 43 minutes away? Logan McCall. Hello, Jack Beal. Logan McCall says, Days, you missed my other donation. Lol. Let me have a look. There we go. Why did WWE Shop release the Fiend Funko on their website when it's an Amazon exclusive? That's a good question. I don't know, is the answer. I feel like they do have... maybe the initial stock was an Amazon exclusive, or perhaps when it comes to the exclusives, WWE Shop is the only other retailer that is allowed to sell it, because of course it's a WWE product. So maybe the deal is, yes, you can have it as an exclusive, but you know, we can sell it through the shop as well, and that goes for all exclusives if WWE wanted to do that. Something like the Fiend Pop is going to absolutely fly. Anyone that is collecting pop vinyls is going to want that. So I haven't actually got pop vinyls for a long time. They just got so many, I couldn't keep up with them. But yeah, I'm getting that Fiend one. And I don't know if you saw, but the Fiend box as well, the brand new Fiend box, the Mercy the Buzzard box, which I've got to say I think is the weakest out of all of them. But this Mercy the Buzzard box, well, I'm not going to go through it. The video's on the channel. But yeah, brand new Firefly Funhouse gift box was released earlier today. Looking and focusing on Mercy the Buzzard. Days, what would you name your own promotion? I don't know. I mean, we did one that was Wrestling Days Wrestling, WDW, Wrestling Days Wrestling. when we were doing like the figure videos, like back in the day. I want to say like a couple of years ago. And we might have done like the odd video last year. But yeah, it's been we had to clear away. We cleared away the setup of the figures and everything so that we could put the green screen up and put the sofa here. And so unfortunately this has kind of taken over from WDW, these watch-alongs and being down here. So I'm not sure when we'll do any more of those. But yeah, maybe I'd call it Wrestling Days Wrestling. I think it kind of says everything, doesn't it? It says exactly what you're getting with that. Days, buddy, watching you on my TV screen. There we go. Shout out to Patrick O'Neill. This is what I was saying. This is why we put the comments on screen, because there are people that do enjoy. I say enjoy, let's go with tolerate the streams on their screens, their TV screens. This would be the only way for them to see your comments. So I do like to make sure they're on screen. See Wrestling, shout out to you. Amazon gets so many exclusives from Funko. They don't decide what they get. If they aren't 100% happy, they release the rights, so it becomes a shared exclusive. Smiths are getting the Fiend pop. I kind of, with the Smiths thing though, I thought that it was like an Amazon exclusive, but maybe like Amazon US. So maybe it was just a case that like it's not in shops in the US apart from Amazon. And if WWE Shop are selling it, then maybe that was just part of the deal. But it being in Smiths, I didn't question that, because I didn't think it was like an Amazon UK. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with it. I would be amazed if Amazon had turned around and says, "Nah, we don't care about having this as an exclusive." Like that is the most sought after pop vinyl. Like if someone has done that, they've made a bad call. They're going to be in trouble with Brian Amazon or whoever runs Amazon. Yeah, Tarzan. I don't know who runs Amazon, but yeah, I can't think of anyone that's not going to want that figure. Incredible. Days, enjoyed the Funhouse box video. Great review. Hope you're having an awesome week so far. Dante, hope you're well, bud. Imtia says, I've got so many pops I lost count, and I stopped collecting for a long time due to financial reasons. I want to get back collecting as they bring me happiness. Yeah, I was kind of a little bit of the same, to be honest. As I said, they just got so many, because I was trying to collect the exclusives and I was trying to get everything. And I spent a little bit of money on eBay when things were coming out to make sure I was getting all the exclusives. And as I said, I've got a few rare ones as a result. I've got that black attire Rey Mysterio that I showed, I think, on stream the other week, which I saw What Culture did a video about, and it's like worth nearly $500 now. And I've got like an AJ Lee, which I think is worth a little bit of money as well. And I don't know, it's crazy how pop vinyls go bang like that. Like, I can't think of many Mattel figures that are around the $500 mark. So the fact that there's a pop vinyl that reached that is pretty impressive. Very impressive, in fact. So it shows the power of pop vinyls. Very powerful. They look small, but very powerful. See Wrestling, thoughts on what happened with the Nightmare Collective on AEW Dark. Well, first of all, I was amazed that something happened on AEW Dark. I've never known of anything happen that really pushed the story along. And I'll be honest, if they're going to start doing that, I would start streaming it. I would start looking at it. The only reason I don't do AEW Dark is because it's just dark matches. Like, it says what it is, AEW Dark. So, apparently Awesome Kong is injured, is what I heard. But we don't know how severe it is. There was a few reports I read that questioned if she would ever be back at all. But I suppose it's still a little bit strange that she's been written off. For those of you who don't know, she was attacked. Yeah, she was attacked by Mel and that creepy creepster. I don't know what his name is. Vampiro or something, I don't know. That Japanese hardcore guy. So I kind of thought that it was interesting that they did something storyline-wise. I also saw something about fans jumping, but to be honest, I didn't get a chance to read that before we came on air. So I need to catch up with that as to what that story is. If anyone heard about this, I saw a story. I think it broke. Here we go. MJF. Oh, right. MJF tells fans to jump the guardrail this Wednesday. Oh, hello. What? After I'm done whipping the dog beep out of you, buddy, I'm going to leave a human stain on your wife's face to celebrate. What is going on? Oh, hang on. That's him trash talking to someone. Fans, this is Wednesday. MJF said, you've got all these big fans in Alabama, which is where we'll be on Wednesday. I invite all of your fans. How about they jump the guardrail to punch me in the face, ? How about you guys do that, ? Because here's the thing. All of you people are nothing. You're minimal. You're mouth-breathing, knuckle-dragging people. I don't even know what this story is about. I feel like MJF was just running his mouth online. Yeah, there's a little story here about MJF telling the fans or daring the fans to jump the guardrail this Wednesday, so tonight. Yeah, that's in regards to AEW Dark. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's heard anything, but what I read was that she was injured and they didn't know when she was going to be able to return. So hence why they went that way. Days, from now on, you should call the Universal title the Blue Universal title. Nice, like it. Shout out to Christopher Rogers. Days, shot out KJ Carter. There we go, I've shot him out. KJ Carter, straight across the room. Days, did you hear about AEW Double or Nothing returning to MGM Grand? I did, yes. That was announced earlier. Side note, Dr. Luther, that was it, was supposed to be the third member of the Brood before Edge referenced Christian. Is that true? Is that a truth? Is that a truth bomb that you've just dropped? Apparently, Vince asked Jericho to get out his AEW contract. Did he? And are you pumped by Goldberg's return on Friday? I didn't hear that news. That's crazy if he did. I mean, he would have to promise Jericho the world to get him out of that deal. Because they've put the title on him, is getting, like, showcased, is the main man. Like, I don't know what. They're giving him the freedom for the cruise, and I think he loves being, like, the father figure as well. So I can't see any way that WWE could get Jericho back at this stage. So that's crazy. Am I excited for Goldberg? Yes and no. It's always great to see legends. It's going to be interesting to see who he calls out. But the reason I say no is because he's never been my favourite. And I'm pretty sure the segment's going to be underwhelming, to be honest. I'm pretty sure the segment's going to be a little bit flat. Like, he's going to come out and he's going to shout out a name. That person will come down and he'll say, "You're next," and that'll be about it. I don't know. I'm not as excited for Goldberg as I was for, like, the Edge segment on Raw. And then, of course, it turned out to be amazing because he got beaten up by Randy Orton. So, yeah, I don't know. I think there's pros and cons, you know. I think there's pros and cons. But it's always great to see a legend. Gangrel said it in a CVV interview. Johnny Gargano should go to SmackDown. Days, Mr. McMahon supposedly told Jericho to sign. Have you ever watched Bray's Ghost Story? Yes. Goldberg return on SmackDown was on graphics on Raw. It was. Daddy dear. Jericho said he's making more money now than he did with WWE. I doubt he'd leave unless they pay him Lesnar money. I gotta be honest, even then I don't think he'd do it. I don't think Jericho is someone that is desperate for money or needs money. I think Jericho at this stage in his career, yeah, you know, he's always going to welcome a big payday. But he hasn't got long left in ring. you know? So for him to have a run at the top with the title, for him to still be able to wrestle with New Japan, for him to be able to work with some of this up-and-coming talent, to be a figurehead, to be the face in many ways of the company at this stage in his career, you're not getting that with WWE. If he goes back, he's got to share that spotlight with Becky, with Brock, with all of these different people. He's not gonna. There's so much that he gets from AEW as well as a great paycheck. I don't see it. I don't see it. Shout out to EJ Funworld. That sounds amazing. Where are you off to? I'm off to EJ Funworld. EJ Funworld, who is your favourite wrestler? As I'm sitting here right now, I would probably say Thunder Rosa from NWA. The reason why I say that is because she's had arguably my favourite match that I've seen this year. Her first match against Allysin Kay at Hard Times. I absolutely loved it. I mean, it's hard to say it's my favourite match because we saw some incredible stuff at Wrestle Kingdom, New Japan Wrestle Kingdom, which I thought was exceptional. I also thought that Tyler Bate, Jordan Devlin was like a match of the year contender as well. So I've got all these matches that are going around my head, but Thunder Rosa, I really think is doing some fantastic work. She's right in the conversation. And not only that, I mean, she was in our stream yesterday. Like, how mental is that? She was actually in the stream, in the chat, talking to people as our stream began. She always jumps over to the official NWA stream when the show actually begins, so you can sometimes find her in there. But super kind, just incredible. The fact that she would even give like us the time of day. Yeah, she was here and she was talking to a few people in the chat, which I didn't know about. I think I went back and watched, and she was in from pretty much the start. And I didn't know, because whenever I start, I'm always like kind of laying out what we're about to see, talking about the stream. Hello guys, how's it going? We've got this and that, and this is what I've been up to, and the stream's a bit of a nightmare, but we've changed this and we're doing. I like to just kind of get some of the big announcements, the whatever's on my mind out of the way. And all that time she was in the chat. So legitimately had one of my favourite matches of the year. Legitimately one of my favourite superstars in NWA. And NWA is maybe my favourite promotion. So, you just kind of look at it and you go, she's got to be in the mix. I kind of feel like The Fiend is still awesome. Still, right up there. Sometimes The Fiend and Bray Wyatt is my favourite. But we've gone a little while now without a Firefly Funhouse, and I really miss them. I gotta be honest, I really miss them. I love the puppets and that whole universe, and we've just gone a little while without them, and when we do get them, they're not the longest, they're not like they used to be. I kind of feel like things have like dipped a little, just a little. I really just want the Funhouse back. I just want the Funhouse back. I loved the Funhouse. I loved talking about the Funhouse, and the theories. I kind of feel like some of the theories are going as well now, because they don't talk about anything anymore that's like dark and mysterious, or things that need to be picked apart, or do you know what I mean? And I don't feel like we got many answers. We've still got a lot of unanswered questions from the original Funhouse stuff, so no doubt about it, The Fiend is still up there. Sometimes The Fiend is my favourite. Bray is sometimes my favourite. But yeah, just on a separate note, I would love some Funhouses. Just, get some of that excitement and theories and get people talking again, People loved it. Firefly Funhouse returns this Friday. Where are the Fiend apps? What do you mean, bud? Apps? Like, when you say that, I'm thinking on my phone. Are there Fiend apps? I don't know what you mean. William, tell me what you mean. I want to know. Dale, how is Kia? She is okay. Same. I mean, there's not really much to report. She gets up. She mopes. She goes into the cage that's in the living room because she can't be walking around. And then she's there for a few hours. And we give her a fuss. And obviously she's got water in there and everything. And feed her. And, we do the stuff you're meant to do. Take her out every few hours so she can go to the toilet. And then she'll come back in. But... yeah, she's not thrilled about it. But it's got to be done. It's got to be done for the next 4 weeks. She's done 1 week. She's got 3 more weeks in doggy prison, basically. And then she'll be at least allowed to roam around one room. And then you just build it up. So, yeah, she's not the happiest dog in the world. Dan the Money Tree T. Dude, you're done, right? You've donated enough. Like, your donating days are done. You are Dan the done donating money tree T. That's what you should be known as now, buddy. Days, I missed your NWA Power live stream yesterday, but I watched it later on. Great as always. Twitter shows you don't follow me, but I understand that you can't. I am a small fish in a massive ocean. It's not about that, dude. Your Twitter account is protected. We saw this when we was trying to get that picture from you. Your Twitter account is protected, so you actually press follow, and it doesn't say that, yes, you're following this person. It comes up pending. You have to actually accept the fact that I want to follow you. To be honest, I've never locked an account, so I don't really understand how it works, but you need to unprotect your account. But I can tell you that I did request, like, I can go on right now and show you, if I can. I can't remember what it is. It's like, is it just Dan T? Or is it Leafs? I think it was it. Wasn't it Leafs? There you are, look. There. So, look, you'll see I didn't do anything. I just literally went to it. And you can see up there, look, it says pending. Because your account was locked. Although, actually, it doesn't say that it's locked now. If I unpend it. Hang on, do you want to cancel request? Yes. And follow. Ah, well, there we go. Now it's done it. So, your account was locked. And I requested to follow you, so it was pending. So, I've just unrequested, and now I'm following you. So that's all it was. I wasn't not following you for any reason. Why would I not follow you? You're one of, like, the biggest supporters. So, shout out to you, bud. I now officially follow you. And not only that, I just did it live on stream. Vape Ross Vape says, Rosa is creeping on you. Mr. Days Rosa, nice job. No, I'm not going to fight question mark for Thunder Rosa. They can live in happy matrimony. Days random question, do you drive? Yes. But yes and no. Like, I don't have a car, which is like it's a big downside. But yeah, I don't need to really go anywhere. In fairness, if I did go out and get a car, then I suppose I could be taking myself off more to do toy hunts and stuff. When I was down in Southampton, I'd always get public transport because I didn't have a car down there. So yeah, I'd always be going off and doing public transport and going off and doing making my own way, getting trains and doing stuff like that. The only problem is here, because we're surrounded by fields, honestly, the nearest train station is a 15-minute drive. I don't even know what that would be as a walk. I feel like it'd be a good couple of hours, certainly for me, a good couple of hour walk to get to the nearest train station. So that's not happening. That is definitely not happening. Days, what do you think about Ruby Riott turning on Liv Morgan? I thought it should have been the other way round. I thought that it should have been Liv turning on Ruby, and the reason why I say that is because Liv was saying that she felt betrayed and cast out by, her former friends, basically the Riot Squad. And then as soon as they turn up, she's like, she wants to hug them all again. Now, I suppose we won't know if Liv was gonna turn on Ruby. There's no way of knowing that, and Ruby just did it first. But yeah, I wouldn't have gone that way. I would have had Liv turn on Ruby. There's a few people saying, look, if Liv had done that, then she would have been a heel. But not necessarily. She's already told you that she felt betrayed by them. She's already told you that she felt abandoned. And now they want to come back and start hugging her. Like, no, I don't know. I think there's some things that aren't as clean cut as heel and face, if you know what I mean. And if she had turned on Ruby after feeling that she'd been cast aside, then I don't think that makes her a heel. Maybe, it makes her like a tweener. kind of a thing, you know. But I don't know. Maybe she's a bit of a tweener anyway. She's certainly got that dark, mysterious vibe to her. I would want them to explore that, but I don't think they're gonna. I think what they see is a pretty girl. Honestly, I think what they've done is they've given us Lana versus Liv Morgan, and they've surrounded it with smoke and mirrors to make it seem bigger than it is. That's basically what I think we got. So yeah, bit disappointed with the start of this feud. Nothing too drastic. I love Ruby. I want Ruby to win. I want Ruby to win this feud. I've always been a fan of Ruby. I wasn't sure about her when she first arrived in NXT, but honestly, when I'd seen a few matches, and then when she got called up, and she was like the leader of the Riot Squad, and then she was like having a few singles matches, more so than Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan, because she was kind of the leader of that group. I got it. I totally got her, and I was like, yeah, I like this girl. She'll be my pick to be like a future champion, future Rumble winner. I think they've got a big future star with Ruby Riott. She didn't say that. She felt betrayed by WWE for splitting the squad. Ruby attacked Liv, gives Liv a reason for Karma to attack. Yeah, she didn't actually say that, but she did say that she felt betrayed. But I don't know if she said she felt betrayed by WWE. I'd have to go back and watch that vignette. It's one of the vignettes when she's in the bathroom. I can't remember her mentioning WWE. She said that she felt like she had been cast aside and stuff like this, and I certainly took it at the time that it was that she felt cast aside and cheated by the Riot Squad. So yeah, if you're saying that WWE was mentioned, that's passed me by, so I'd have to go back and watch that. But I don't remember it at the time, yeah, I was kind of into the idea that she was moving away from the Riot Squad. I was into the idea that she was like leaving that part of her behind. It was kind of, you know, she was doing all those cryptic tweets and everything, and there was a lot of people talking about, could she be Sister Abigail and all stuff like this. She needed to distance herself from the Riot Squad. I felt like it was the right thing for her to be doing. I kind of felt like this was meant to be the moment that she stepped out on her own. And again, it still, for me, is all about now her stepping out on her own, moving on from the Riot Squad, standing on her own 2 feet. Like, how have we gone from her almost being Sister Abigail? How have we gone from her almost being like, you know, this dark, mysterious persona to her now hugging Riot Squad members and stuff like this? I wouldn't have gone that way. I still stand by it. I would have had her. This is her moment now. This is her chance to become that solo superstar, you know, to go on and win titles and forge her own path. And maybe this storyline is to help her do that. Perhaps they're, you know, splitting her from the Riot Squad this way by showing that she has been abandoned now, and she's no longer a part of that group. But to be honest, I got that vibe from the vignettes anyway, and by all of the darkness that she was showing online. Like, we never saw any of that when she was in the Riot Squad. When she was in the Riot Squad, she was like a cheerleader with the blue tongue. So this is a very different Liv Morgan than what we had before. So yeah, I feel like she should have really taken the opportunity. It was so obvious. I don't think anyone was watching it thinking it was like, who's turning? That was the question. Which one's turning on the other? Because we knew a turn was coming. We knew they weren't going to embrace and become a tag team and become a group again. If anything, I think it made her look a little bit stupid, to be honest. I think they made that character look stupid by her thinking that it was going to be... She wasn't even cautious. Like, Ruby had been away for so long, and, you know, she wasn't even keeping her wits about her. She just got attacked. I just kind of looked at it, and it was just like... You could see that coming a mile away. Stevie Wonder saw that coming a mile away. Angel Asario says, Days, big shout out to you. Shout out to you, dude. Wrestling promotion from North Carolina. Hope all is well and ready for a great Wednesday night war. Shout out to American Lucha Wrestling, who have joined us before. Shout out to you. Days, are you watching AEW first or NXT? Same time, bud. Same time. No messing around, mate. No messing around. We are watching both at the same time. I find it funny they called up Carrillo for a few weeks. Then Monday they brought up Garza, and Garza completely outshined Carrillo. They're just both brilliant. I love them both. I think that Humberto is a great wrestler. I do think that Angel Garza did very, very well on his call-up, but I think he's got a bit more experience. Carrillo is so young. So young. So, I really feel like Garza is maybe a little bit more advanced, more experienced. Maybe that showed. I apparently he's not been called up though. I read a report saying that he is still part of the NXT roster. That's the backstage news anyway. So he's part of the roster. NXT roster has just been brought up whilst Andrade is suspended. So not sure if he's going to go back or what's going to happen. Days, are we getting the Queen tonight? We are. Are you talking about Triple H? No, Charlotte. We are, yeah, Charlotte. Days, new feature. Predict your scores on the show before they start from what's advertised, then compare with the final score after the show. That's fun. I like that. That's a good idea. Off the top of my head, feel free to do it as well. Get your predictions in. I should imagine the AEW fans are going to be high on AEW and the NXT fans will be high on NXT. From what I've seen announced, I think NXT has got real potential to be an 8.5, maybe even higher. I'd say an 8.5 for NXT, and I think maybe a 7 for AEW. That's what I'm thinking going into it, and what I'm basing that on is I do genuinely think that NXT has just been slightly ahead of AEW for the past few weeks, from a kind of in-ring action, promo point of view. I was listening to a podcast the other day and they were like, look, NXT is amazing. There's no denying it, right? NXT is doing a fantastic job. But the problem with NXT, and we've been saying this as well, is there's no let up. It's 100 miles an hour. By the time you finish watching NXT, you feel exhausted because you've seen like great wrestling, then you've got a hard-hitting promo, then someone's getting attacked backstage, and then there's a big announcement, and then it's on to another match, and then it's like, it's big, meaty sections, do you know what I mean? Like, NXT is just layer of beef after beef after beef after, there's no bread or sauce, or it's just this big, do you know what I mean? Whereas I do feel like AEW at least attempt to make a sandwich. AEW at least, you know, they've got a few hard-hitting moments in there, but then they've got a bit of comedy, they've got a bit of, you know, lettuce. That's comedy. They've got a bit of lettuce in there, and then they'll have, like, some kind of quirky vignette or something that's in a different location. So I kind of feel like the two obviously are similar, but have their differences as well. They're both similar because they both cater or try to cater for the same audience, but they're different because I do feel like NXT is very like amazing. They go for the hard-hitting, amazing stuff all the time. AEW tries to give you different kind of things. You know, you've got hard-hitting matches, hard-hitting promos, but then you can have fun promos, and you can have Orange Cassidy, and then you might have, like, Emi Sakura, who's a woman dressed as Freddie Mercury. And tonight we've got that, yeah. We got that woman, that Yaki is going to be on the show tonight. But then on the same show, you're going to have the 10 Lashes thing, which I don't think is going to be that easy to watch. So I like both. I'm really into both. I think that I'm worried about the 10 Lashes segment. I'm not sure how well it's going to go. I'm not sure about, I don't know, there's a few matches like Moxley versus Ortiz. Kind of look at it and go, all right. I understand why they're doing it because it's Moxley versus Inner Circle. But I don't know. I'm not really, it's not a match that I'm like, oh, I can't wait for that, you know? Whereas on NXT this week, we got Charlotte. So, Charlotte being on the show is a big deal. That's going to be very interesting. Broserweights, not too bothered about seeing those guys, to be honest. They've already won the Dusty Classic, so we'll see what we do with them. I think the women's division's very interesting, so be interesting to see what we get out from that. There's not been like loads advertised for NXT, but I do feel like what with Charlotte being on the show and just the quality in recent weeks, I do feel like it stands a good chance of being a really, really strong show. So yeah, rather than like comparing the two, I suppose just I try to enjoy them on their own merits. Obviously, it's impossible to not compare them because they're both on at the same time, trying to attract the same audience, trying to cater, to the same demographics and everything. I will try and watch them on their own merits, and I do think NXT is going to be very, very interesting tonight. But as you said, let me know what you think. I was asking Days if there was any Fiend apps he knew of. No, is the answer. I don't know of any Fiend apps. Days, if Charlotte accepts Ripley's challenge, which I think she will, do you think it would open Shayna to go to either Raw or SmackDown? Curtis, that is the rumor, isn't it? The rumor is that it's going to be Shayna versus Becky at WrestleMania. It's going to be Bayley versus Sasha. And it's going to be Ronda versus Charlotte. Those are the three women's matches that are rumoured. Now, of course, Ronda could always throw in a curveball. They've been saying for a long time, she's coming back, she's coming back, she's coming back. She's even said, I'm coming back, I'm coming back, I'm coming back. I don't know why she wouldn't come back at WrestleMania unless she wants to not deny some women the spotlight. Maybe she doesn't want to come back because she wants Shayna to have that match against Becky. Like, that would make sense. Like, Shayna's one of her good friends. Like, they're in the 4 MMA horsewomen together. So, Ronda might be thinking, look, I don't want to come back for WrestleMania. I want my friend to get that spotlight. So, I think there's every chance Ronda's in the crowd. I think what you could get, Shayna versus Becky at WrestleMania, Ronda in the front row, and then it's going to be a case that, say, Becky retains, Ronda jumps the barricade, gets in Becky's face. You've got your talking point. Shayna gets her WrestleMania match. Next night on Raw is going to be huge because Ronda's back. She's at WrestleMania, but she doesn't compete. Kind of ticks a lot of boxes, doesn't it, when you start to think about it? And now, I don't know when we get Ronda Becky because you wouldn't want to see that on a B show. I don't know. Could they stretch it out till SummerSlam? SummerSlam would feel like it would make the most sense. I suppose they could do it at Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank's pretty decent size show. So yeah, that's what I think. Friendly chat is good chat. What is your favourite NXT takeover match of all time? Well, the first one that comes to mind, honestly, is Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate. I think that is so important, that match. I think that match did more for UK wrestling than arguably any match in recent years because, yes, they were up and running, and yes, I'm sure they already had plans for NXT UK, but that match won NXT's Match of the Year for like 2017, was it? And what a match. What a match. Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne, absolutely incredible match. And I just really feel like it did a lot for UK wrestling. And as you said, I don't know if they had the plans for NXT UK before that. It might have been, look, we need to do something with this division. It might have been that they already had the plans, but that certainly would have, encouraged them. They would have looked at that and gone, we've got something special here. We've really got something here. And just think about what Pete Dunne in particular has gone on to achieve. Tyler Bate, still leading the way in NXT UK. Not quite over to NXT yet, like Pete Dunne has moved over now. Pete Dunne is off NXT UK, but So much potential for those guys, and Trent Seven, and the likes of Mark Andrews, and you know, it's a really great time for UK wrestling. I think that match did a lot, so I do love that match. Obviously, the highest rated match is Gargano against Adam Cole. If you want to look at the Dave Meltzer scale, the Dave Meltzer ratings, so you'd always have to like feature that. And then I think for like women's wrestling, you've got to look at Bayley and Sasha. I kind of feel like the women's revolution had begun, because of course at the end of that match, all 4 of the horsewomen were stood in the ring, and 3 of them had already been called up. So that evolution had begun by that point. So I don't think you can look at that match and say that's where the women's evolution began, because that's not true. It had started before that. It had started with Triple H in many ways, and the work that he was doing with NXT. I really do think that a large part of the women's evolution credit has to be given to Triple H, because it does pain me to say that, because I don't want to give credit to a man for a women's revolution, but I do think that the women's NXT championship was a game changer, because Paige was the first champion, and you know, she was the way they were presenting women's matches wasn't like the main roster. It was a glimpse into the future. You could see how women's matches were meant to be presented in WWE. NXT was showing you. They were giving them good matches. It wasn't silly it wasn't like divas matches. It wasn't the Bellas down in NXT. It was Emma. It was Paige. It was Sasha. It was Charlotte Flair. It was all this talent that was bubbling away, you know? And they were showcasing them. And the fans got a taste for it. And then the fans watch Raw and SmackDown and they get given rubbish. So, you know, of course, give divas a chance starts to trend. And of course, then this talent gets better and more seasoned, and then it gets called up, and yeah, you know, it started. The cherry, if you want, I suppose, was Bayley versus Sasha at TakeOver, because that match just absolutely, I mean, not that there was any doubt, but just showed what women can do on a big stage like that. TakeOver, Sasha Banks, Bayley stole the year. Like, people were raving. It's not the night, it stole the year. It's like people's match of the year, that was. It was such a big moment. That has to be in the conversation. Has to be in the conversation. So important for women's wrestling. But as I said, I don't think you can say that's where the women's revolution started. I think the work had begun before that, well before that. But still a big moment. If you're going to go back in the history of women's wrestling, that match has to be mentioned. So, and I think, honestly, if you go back in the history of UK wrestling now, you've got to talk about Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate. You've got to talk about everything that was happening around that time and Tyler winning the championship. And if you want to talk about just great WWE matches, you've got to talk about Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano. So those three are the ones that come to mind. Days, did you see that Mel turned on Awesome Kong? I did, yes. See Wrestling was asking about Dark earlier, and we were talking about it. NXT AEW about to start. Yeah, I've got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. AEW. Well, AEW, I am looking forward to the show. I always look forward to AEW. And I don't think I've ever seen a really awful AEW, so you can kind of go into AEW with a degree of confidence that you're going to see a really good show. And I've seen some great shows, some great AEW shows. There's just a few things at the moment that I'm like, not sure about this. But I'm totally on board with AEW. I enjoy watching AEW. I think they've got some fantastic stars. I really like Big Swole. I think Big Swole, not quite there, but I think has got like bags of potential. It's just a few moments where it just kind of falls out of sync a little bit, and it's just like, just needs a little bit more polishing. Maybe that's got a little bit to do with these women not quite knowing each other that well at this stage. I mean, Big Swole obviously still relatively new to AEW, so still finding her feet a little bit. But she'll get there, 100%. I'm a big fan. Really like Hikaru Shida. Really like, of course, Kenny Omega, but my criticism of Kenny is the same criticism I have of Drew McIntyre, which is I haven't seen a great match on the main roster from Drew. And I'm pleased that he's got this opportunity by winning the Rumble. He needs to go and do it now. Go out there, give me that great match. I want that great match. Hopefully we get it at Super Showdown. But that's my same criticism with Kenny. I've not seen like an amazing Kenny Omega match. I did enjoy the tag match he did when he won the titles, when it was him and Hangman against SCU. I thought that was very, very good. But I'm talking like a solo match. I thought his matches with like Pac were just okay. And I made it very well known I didn't enjoy the hardcore one. But I know many others did. Right. We are about to begin, friends. So no more jibber jabbering. We've started with both shows. We've got Jericho on AEW. And Moxley, I think this is just a recap package on both shows. Right. Dave Sasha Banks wins the number 1 contenders elimination chamber match at Elimination Chamber. Sunday, March 8th, and Bayley walks to celebrate and then attacks Sasha. That would make sense, Adam. That would make sense. Dave's check Twitter. It's not the easiest thing to do when we've got 2 shows, but the shows haven't quite started yet. So I can do that. Oh, awesome. Very cool, bud. I like them. Some nice backgrounds that have been made by Undeniable Heel. I'll retweet those out, buddy. So I've retweeted those out for anyone that wants to see those. Some backgrounds that Undeniable Heel has made for us. Thanks, bud. Right. We are live with AEW. Ow. No wonders. Oh, CGI. Is that CGI? Was that a little bit of CGI, or was that an actual glass AEW logo? We just saw, like, this AEW logo. It seemed to be on, like, glass. Looked like it was CGI. Maybe it was real. I don't know. Looked good, whatever it was. Moxley making his way down. So, this is going to be Moxley versus Ortiz. Who's coming out? Who's that? The Bros awaits. Bro. The way they say Jon Moxley sounds exactly like the way that WWE used to say John Cena. Anyone notice that? Jon Moxley! Bro. Oh, what is that? What is that? Come out in, like, some awesome vehicle. It's a golf cart. It's a golf cart with, like... Wow, Pete Dunne looks thrilled. Look how thrilled Pete Dunne is. Look at that. It's an awesome cart that's got the Dusty Cup on the back. It's got lights and... Pete Dunne look absolutely thrilled being in that cart. That is a great entrance. They're loving these entrances at the moment, aren't they? Yeah. Bro. Golf cart. Look at the cart. It is cool. Matt Riddle having a little walk around. Ortiz making his way down to the ring. And the two of them. Such a weird team. But I like the fact that they're acknowledging that it's weird. I like the fact that Pete Dunne is, you know what I mean? He's not thrilled about it. He's like, he's just doing what he's got to do. At the moment, I feel like they're friends, but they're turning. This is a match that's happening one day. No doubt. Bruh. We've got Ortiz coming down. So Ortiz versus Moxley. Moxley still wearing the eye patch. Bruh. Celebration gonna continue tonight. Broserweight mobile. The Broserweight mobile is apparently a thing. Yeah, Pete Dunne says, the last thing I ever thought I'd do is be in a tag team with you. And I should have mentioned the cart. Yeah. Big cheer from the crowd. Jericho has come out on AEW. Oh, hello. Celebration interrupted by the Undisputed Era that are coming out. It's O'Reilly and Fish. So no Adam Cole, no Roderick Strong. Peter Dune. You're Matthew Riddell, you're Peter Dune. Peter Dune. Booze for the Undisputed Era. Oh, they said they're not going to wait. Hello, Roderick Strong's here. Strong's come down to say a few words. Aren't they wearing old Undisputed Era shirts? Wasn't that like the second shirt they ever had? I'm sure they've got a more up-to-date shirt than that, unless that's a slightly different design. I know it's not the biggest thing in the world, but Bobby Fish just said fish. Riddle me this. How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? Nicely done. Nicely said. It's a thing now. This is like a new Matt Riddle thing. Matt Riddle's just going around going, it's a thing now. He's getting the crowd to actually say that line. I think Matt Riddle has taken over NXT. The crowd are singing Jericho's theme song. Well, I can tell you that Moxley just got hurled into the ring steps. The Broserweights are going to smoke the Undisputed Era. Well, they've brought in a bit of comedy. I'll give them that. You know, I was saying before that it's kind of heavy segment. I wouldn't say that was a heavy segment. I'm not sure I would have started the show with it, though, to be honest. I kind of feel like you want that after a couple of segments. You know, you get like a big match, a big promo, maybe another big match, then drop that in. So maybe I wouldn't have started with that. It was alright. We've got an exclusive interview with Finn Balor and Johnny Gargano tonight. Oh man, we've got a camel clutch. Camel clutch by Ortiz. Angel Garza? He's everywhere. Angel Garza? Has he got Zelina with him, or is he on his own? Oh, he's on his own. She's left him already. There we go. Angel Garza is here. Big smile on his face, and rightfully so, of course, getting that call up on Raw. The rumours are that he's not properly called up. The rumours are he's not going to be there permanently. He is apparently just kind of filling in for whilst Andrade is away. Angel Garza, yes. Alexa Bliss is a remote hog. Garza's here. I'm just waiting to see who Garza is about to face. Figure 4 leg lock applied by Moxley on Ortiz. Is it Isaiah Swerve? Isaiah Swerve's coming down. It's cool. It should be a decent match. Ortiz to the outside. Santana was out there to make sure that he didn't take too much of a bump. Through the ropes goes Moxley. I really hate Moxley fighting with an eye patch on. I kind of feel like it really should be hindering him more than it appears to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's having to fight with one eye and one eye covered. In fact, the commentators just said he's doing all of this with one eye. Some guy in the AEW chat has just said, what athletic commission is letting Moxley fight with an eye patch? It's a good point. Into the corner, collision, into the corner, grabs. Oh, kick to the midsection by Ortiz. 2. Just a 2. Fast-paced start to NXT. With this match between Isaiah Swerve and Angel Garza. Moxley versus Suzuki is going to be a 5-star match. Yes, New Japan this weekend. We are streaming it. There is a big show. New Beginnings is this weekend. There was a New Beginnings last weekend, but the card wasn't as strong, in my opinion. We are going to be seeing Naito versus Kenta. Of course, that dramatic finale to Wrestle Kingdom. We're getting Suzuki against Moxley as well, so that is this weekend. Big splash by Ortiz. Shoulder up by Moxley. The problem with this AEW match is you know Moxley's winning. Fisherman suplex by Ortiz. Nice. Nice. By Isaiah Swerve. Just grabbed the leg, pulled Angel Garza in, and then kicked him in the face. Over the top, but got caught by Garza. I like that. Isaiah Scott trying to do something a little bit flashy, and it didn't work. It backfired. Nice. Kick to the midsection. Okay, so NXT's gone to commercial, so we can give AEW our full attention. What day is the New Japan stream? Do you know? I don't know. I don't know, is the honest answer. I'll have a look. I'll put it on Twitter once I find out. Oh. 2. And Moxley wins. There we go. So, Moxley getting the victory. And Jericho on commentary, and Moxley looking over at Jericho, pointing over at Jericho. We got Sammy Guevara over there. Jake Hager is over there as well. Jericho says this is the closest that Moxley's going to get to this title. Santana jumping in. Will Moxley have his eye patch on Saturday? That's a good point. That's a really good point. Will he have his eye patch at New Japan? Perhaps he won't. Perhaps they'll make out that it's better now. Moxley chants by the crowd. What's he got? He's got some out of his pocket. Car keys. He's got the car keys. Jericho shouting that Moxley's a thief. Jon Moxley is my favourite wrestler in AEW. I want him to beat Jericho and win the championship. Oh, what? He's going to use the keys? He's going to use the keys. He's going to drive the keys into the eye of Santana. Oh, and he did! Bang! With the keys! Jericho was pleading no on commentary. They're running down Jake Hager. Oh. Well, this is a nasty trend, isn't it? Should we be celebrating this? Is this something we should be celebrating? Moxley's like, sorry. So there we go with the keys to that Ford GT. Bang. Right into the eye of Santana. An eye for an eye. Oh, man. Nasty. Ortiz got hit in the eye with keys. He did. I swear I'm the only person who is not a big Moxley fan. I'm not a big Moxley fan. I appreciate Moxley. I think that he is a great talent. I think that he likes to do the hardcore stuff, doesn't he? It's not my thing personally. But I do think he is a great talent, and his match against Jericho, I think, is going to be absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. The biggest match we've had in AEW so far. I'm sure even AEW would agree. R.I.P. Santana. Super kick by Garza. We've just come back to NXT. Shoulder up by Isaiah Swerve, and Inner Circle are concerned here. There's concern on the faces of the Inner Circle. How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? Was funny. Is his eye bleeding? They're not showing a close-up, no. Shout out to NWO for life. Coming up tonight, we've got the 10 lashes that MJF is going to deliver to Cody. We've got Britt Baker versus Yaka Sakazaki, which I am looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that. And Young Bucks, Omega, Page versus... Not Page, Hangman Page. Lucha Bros, Butcher, and The Blade. Kicks to the head by Isaiah Swerve. SCU versus Best Friends with Orange Cassidy. That is next. Frankie Kazarian has got like an Evil Knievel outfit on in that picture. and AEW has gone to commercial break. Right, over on NXT, this match I've been kind of keeping an eye on. Oh, hang on, is it starting now? They just said we'll be back in a minute, but they're making their way down to the ring unless maybe we're seeing this and you guys aren't. But Best Friends are making their way down. Best Friends versus... Can't even remember who they're facing now. SCU. It's weird they're former champs. I forgot they were former champs. Joe Mikulachik says, hey days. Hey Joe, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for joining us. We are deep into the Wednesday Night War, Wednesday Night Wrestling, NXT, AEW. So far, we've had a promo from the Broserweights that came out in a cart, a Pimp My Ride golf cart that had like sparklers and flares and things. And the Dusty Cup was on the back. And we've had a match between Moxley and Ortiz. It was all right. But Moxley with the keys to that Ford GT, bang, right in the eye of Santana. And now Orange Cassidy is putting on a couple of jackets. He's trying to put on the jackets here of the Best Friends. He needs a bit of help. He can't quite get it on. There it is. There it is. Right, we're just waiting for SCU to make their way down. Ross Vape says, did you know that Britt Baker is a real dentist? It's true. I hadn't heard. A dentist, you say? Britt Baker, you say? Wow. Wow. All right, someone in the crowd just gave Orange Cassidy an orange that's got a little smiley face on, and he just held it in front of him like that. He has so much fun. He's actually put it in the corner of the ring, and he's got one of the Orange Cassidy foam hands, and now he's wearing the Orange Cassidy foam hand as well. It's just got the thumb slightly up like this. They are cool, man. They are cool. Super over Orange Cassidy. Angel Garza with his finishing move on Isaiah Swerve and puts him away. Job's a good one. Angel Garza with a hard-fought victory in a very, very good match on NXT. Very good match. So, Angel Garza, successful. Still waiting for SCU to come out. I think, as we said, we're probably at commercial break over on TNT. So we've just got Best Friends in the ring. And we're just seeing highlights at the moment from Angel Garza against Isaiah Swerve. Orange Cassidy in 2020. That is the worst finisher. Yeah, it does suck. I do agree. I don't get how it hurts. It looks like it should hurt Angel Garza as much as it hurts Isaiah Swerve. There's blood on his chest, on the chest of Angel Garza. Eric Haberman, hello, buddy. How are you, my friend? Shout out to our good friend Eric Haberman, who's joining us on this Wednesday night. Garza wins. What a great match, says Shay. I'm an AEW mark, but NXT does have amazing wrestling. Yeah, man. Just, I honestly should appreciate both shows. Both shows got some good stuff going on. Garza with a very passionate promo, saying this is his show. So Garza says he's going to be keeping an eye on Jordan Devlin. Hello, we're backstage with Bobby Fish. How many fish can Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fry could fry fish? There's Adam Cole, baby. Ooh. Whoa, Adam Cole! Just hurling an official. They're pretty cool. Those NXT, like, things are awesome. It's like these massive letters that say NXT. Why is this... Why is there a man getting a haircut backstage? Hey, I'm just getting a haircut. Yeah, why is he getting a haircut? Oh! Roderick Strong takes the hair off this guy, whoever this guy is. Adam Cole's like he looks stupid. Oh no, we've got people. They're backstage now. We're underway with SCU and Best Friends, but we are at commercial. I thought they were gonna lead somewhere or find someone. I think they're looking for Ciampa. Obviously, they all got attacked last week by Tommaso, so there needs to be some revenge dished out. Nice double knees by Trent over on AEW. Shout out to TKG. I call it Wrestling Wednesdays. That's fine. Wrestling Wednesdays. Petition to move NXT to Tuesday or Thursday. No, they wouldn't do it. NXT's always been on a Wednesday. Ever since I've had the network, NXT has been on a Wednesday. AEW wanted to be on a Tuesday. They originally copyrighted Tuesday Night Dynamite. That was I think what the show was going to be called, Tuesday Night Dynamite. But TNT were like, no, it's a Wednesday. Yeah, that Tuesday night thing. No, it's Wednesday. It's happening on a Wednesday. Shout out to Kieran TKD 2010. Shout out to you, my friend. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that generosity. Really appreciate the support, man. Great stream as always, bud. Well, only because it's full of awesome people like yourself. Shout out to you and everyone that's joining us for Wrestling Wednesdays. We're at commercial break for NXT. Over on AEW, we have got SCU against Best Friends. SCU, of course, former champions, losing the titles just the other week to Kenny Omega and Hangman Page. We do have Orange Cassidy on the outside. He hasn't really got involved at this stage, but of course he might get involved at some stage. And someone, I think it was Anadors or WrestleNalia, Nails and NY. I think it was Nails and NY sent me the clip of Orange Cassidy face to face with Tully Blanchard. I think it was. It's my memory that's going. I'm sure it was Tully. And Orange putting his hands in his pockets. Tully doing the same as well. It was like this really cool little moment between the two. Two legends colliding in the ring. And into the corner goes Trent, but into a big boot. So, yeah, very, very, very cool. It's Wrestling Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. There we go. Right, kick to the face by Scorpio Sky, who goes out of the ring, over the top, nice! Into a stunner. And this action, those barricades. Barricades scare the bejesus out of me. Every time someone goes into those railings, they move. Back elbow by Trent. I've got no idea why they've not replaced them. They've got the money. Why don't they replace them with, like, proper barricades instead of just railings? All four guys are down on the outside of the ring on AEW. We got a little video package for Mercedes Martinez, but Ah! All four guys are down. Orange Cassidy has a little look around and he has a little lie down as well. Orange Cassidy. And we got the Sarge. Sergeant Slaughter in the crowd at NXT. Attention! The Sarge. The Sarge in the crowd at NXT. That is very, very cool. Sergeant Slaughter at NXT. Orange Cassidy having a little lie down with everyone on AEW. It's all kicking off on Wednesday Wrestling Wednesdays, whatever you want to call it. We've got Dominik Dijakovic making his way down to entertain the Sarge. That sounded kinky. I didn't mean that. But he is making his way down. Shout out to Tyler O'Meara. I've totally said that wrong. O'Meara. Tyler O'Meara. I've gone with that. O'Meara. Tyler, I've gone with it. Dude, that's your name now. It might not be how you pronounce it, but it's how you pronounce it now. Right, we've got Dijakovic. Maybe it's going to be Dijakovic versus Sergeant Slaughter. How incredible is that? There is a man that main evented WrestleMania. There is a former WWE champion in the front row tonight at NXT. That's big, man. They should have announced that. They should have announced, like, he should have done a little promo or something. Someone could have got a moment with Sarge, couldn't they? You know? Sergeant Slaughter cutting a promo in the ring at NXT and then someone comes down and interrupts him. Get a bit of heat for themselves. That would have been cool, man. They just put him in the front row, make him wave. Sergeant Slaughter, WrestleMania 7. Beat the Ultimate Warrior. Lost to Hulk Hogan. You know, the Sarge. Killian Dane confronting Dijakovic at the Performance Center. Haven't seen Killian Dane in a bit. It's nice to see him. Smile on the face of the Beast from Belfast. So, Dijakovic against Killian Dane. Dijakovic getting driven back into the corner by Killian Dane, who is driving his shoulder repeatedly into the midsection of Dijakovic. Nice DDT to shoulder up by Trent. Right, we are underway. We've got a tag match on AEW. We've got a singles match over on NXT. Days, you are doing 3 live streams for 3 pay-per-views in 21 days. NXT TakeOver Portland on Sunday. Super Showdown on Thursday. And Elimination Chamber on Sunday, March the 8th. Yes, and we've got UFC this Saturday. Big UFC show. And we've got Deontay Wilder against Tyson Fury, which we'll be doing. That's in February as well. And, of course, we're doing the normal shows. And we've got New Japan this weekend. It is just, we are the non-stop streaming shop. Yeah, there's lots coming to the channel in the month of February. Best friends, hug it out. Orange Cassidy throws his arm in the air as high as he's willing to raise it. But it's all best friends right now. Scorpio Sky, though, in the ring. 2, 3. Oh, SCU steal it. Out of nowhere, SCU steal the win. Oh, hello. Dark Order have come down. Dark Order storming the ring and attacking SCU. Here's Evil Uno. Evil Uno walking down with his hands behind his back. Looks like he hasn't got a care in the world. Dark Order attacking everyone. I don't think they've attacked Orange Cassidy. I don't think they would dare. Where's Cassidy? Cassidy is just standing and having to watch. And now Dark Order are in the ring. What's this? I don't know what that is. Orange Cassidy has actually got in the ring here, friends. Orange Cassidy has got into the ring. The Dark Order one side, Orange Cassidy the other. The fans are chanting, they're going to offer Orange Cassidy a mask. They're going to offer Orange Cassidy the chance to join the Dark Order. Orange Cassidy just has a little look. Pushes the glasses back up. No is the chant from the crowd. He's going to take the mask. Oh, yes! Hands in the pockets. They knock the glasses and they're all stomping down on Orange Cassidy. It's a mugging. It's a mugging on AEW. Christopher Daniels coming down. Christopher Daniels just driving them back a little bit. Orange Cassidy. And Dark Order have left the ring. Yeah, Christopher Daniels still... Christopher Daniels lying down, pleading for them to come into the ring and attack him. And Evil Uno's like, no, forget this. They made a good point, though. We still don't know who the Exalted One is. They've got to have someone lined up. They've got to have someone lined up. I'm wondering if it is Daniels. Do you reckon Daniels is their backup plan? So MJF is explaining why he's doing the lashes. He says, every time that leather hits your skin, it will symbolize all of your lies. I still don't get it. Taz says, I think this is going to be very uneasy to watch. I don't know how they're going to do this, if I'm being honest. Because I can't see any way that he's going to be able to lash him properly without it actually... I mean, you've seen the kind of lashes that Daniel Bryan has taken with the strap at Royal Rumble, and you've seen the marks that left on Daniel Bryan's back. They're gonna have to do something along those lines here for this. Britt Baker, who, as the chat was saying earlier, is a dentist, can confirm that now. We're seeing a lot of dentist imagery on screen as Britt Baker makes her way out. Dijakovic is going up top, trying to put away Killian Dane still. Is it Sakazaki? Is it like that? Yuka Sakazaki. I've gone with that. Yuka Sakazaki. Right, I'm so excited for this. Yeah. Here we go. Yuka time. I only love this woman because of her entrance music. I'm sure she's a great wrestler as well. I don't know. She's getting in the face of someone at ringside. Britt Baker has got attitude now. We're just waiting for Yuka to come out. Yeah. Come on. Properly making us wait. They might even make me wait through an ad break or something. Dijakovic going up top, looking for a moonsault, is he? It's a big guy up top. Moonsault, no one home. Killian Dane moved out the way. Drop kick into the corner. Into a senton. And Killian Dane going up top. Does she want the microphone? She's saying something. Here comes Britt Botcher. Botcher's going to botch. Dijakovic has got Killian Dane on his shoulders now. Oh, she's going to talk. Her promo last week was all right, actually. Dijakovic picking up the win. She says she's an honest role model. Oh, we're on a commercial. I knew it. We're going to wrestle just for Huntsville, Alabama, right? It's going to be on TV. So we're at commercial. Oh, so that means that the world's not being subjected to this. If I'm in this ring, it is live on TNT, right? I know. Tyler says, who do you want to win at Super Showdown? Actually, guys, we can all benefit from probably the champions retain. I feel like Brock probably should be around the main event. Britt Baker says she could pay off her student loans just from the amount of work that needs to be done on the front row. Who do I want to win at Super Showdown, Tyler? There's not many matches announced, is there? But I'd say Brock. I feel like Ricochet shouldn't get it at the first time of trying. I would say I don't know who else. I don't know what matches have been announced. We don't know who the Fiend's facing. Whoever it is, I hope the Fiend wins. Right, we're still waiting. Keith Lee has come out on NXT, by the way, face to face with Dijakovic. We know that we're getting that match. She's still talking. All right, guys, I have to go now because I have to get ready to wrestle. I've taken my jacket off. It's a whole thing. So I have to. It's a whole thing. I've got to get ready to wrestle. I've got to take my jacket off. It's a whole thing. Right, here we go. She's showing everyone her taking her jacket off. Yeah. Come on. Up next, exclusive interview. Balor Gargano. Here we go! Dun-dun, dun-dun. And her opponent. Yuka Sakazaki! Where's the Yaz? Where's the Oz? Is it about to kick in? The magical girl? Where's the yeah? I'm gonna riot in a minute. I'm gonna kick off. Oh, they have absolutely messed this right up. I have never been this angry in my life. They have absolutely ruined my evening. I was so excited to see her, and there was no. Who do I write to? I'm writing to someone. Right. I'm doing it right now. Right now. I've never been so angry in my life. Dear Khan man. Dear Khan man. Where was the for Yuka? I have never, ever felt a pain this intense before. Broken web. Google broken heart emoji. Thank you. Google crying face. Thank you. That'll do. There we go. AEW Dynamite. Can't believe it. I can't believe they would treat us this way. I've never felt such anger to the point where I actually have to tweet out during a show. Dear Khan man, where was the for Yuka? Done. Sent. You don't have to take it. Stand up for yourselves. Dave's doing it like a real man with that tweet. Sometimes things have to be said. Sometimes do you know what I mean? There it is, right there. If you don't believe it was sent. We are at commercial break for NXT, by the way. Yuka getting into the ring. It's a hell of a ring attire. I don't look at that and think, yes, that must be so easy to wrestle in. Going for the pin. It's people are yelling her name. Where was the sounds? There's people in the AEW chat saying the exact same thing right now. The sadness that we feel is being shared. Yeah. Big strike by Yuka into a kick by Britt Baker. Surely Britt Baker's winning this. She's getting a lot of screen time. They're clearly building her up as a heel. I can't see her losing to Yuka. And certainly not a Yuka that doesn't even have the ay's anymore. She's being pulled back by her hair. Little nice roll through. Crucifix pin. Did she get it? She did get it! I was wrong! They gave the win to Yuka! Was that meant to happen? I don't understand. They botched it. People think they botched it. Brit's gone and grabbed... Someone in the chat just said Dave Meltzer's going to give that match 7 stars. She's gone and grabbed the bell. Britt Baker has grabbed the bell. And she hits Yuka with the bell. I don't know. Was that meant to happen? That was so bizarre. Aubrey grabbing the bell. Maybe it was. Maybe it's so that she can give her this beatdown. She's making her bite the bottom rope. And now she's going to stomp down on the back of her head. It's like a proper curb stomp, that, using the rope. We got a promo over on NXT between Finn Balor and Johnny Gargano. More takeover main events than anyone. First Triple Crown champion. Oh, man, there's actual blood. There's blood. There's blood coming out of the mouth of Yuka. I don't know if it was a blood capsule or if it's really blood. Is that a tuff? Is that a tuff? Is that a tuff in her hand? Well, that's all right. Britt Baker's a dentist. This isn't a problem. I think there is a tuff there. This must be planned. This must be planned. Look, there's loads of blood coming out of her mouth, and she's still doing it. Nah, this is fake. That's got to be fake. Right, let's have a look. Balor says, I'm not here for match of the year. I'm here to have match of your life. The last match of your life. Wow, that is great. He says, I'm going to take that NXT flag that you left behind. Oh, that was so good. I'm going to take that NXT flag that you left behind and drive it through your heart, and I don't miss. Balor replied, I don't have a heart. I love Wednesdays. I love Wednesdays. Aren't Wednesdays the best? Mercedes Martinez making her way down. We've got Japanese Aladdins losing their teeth. We've got killer promos from Balor and Gargano. Now we've got one of the freshest recent signings, one of the biggest recent signings, Mercedes Martinez. Not sure about music, to be honest. I feel like she could have had better music than this. Against Casey Catanzaro. Poor Casey. Poor Casey Catanzaro. Lady Shay. That's what they should call her. Lady Shay. Here's Lady Shay. Casey Catanzaro. American Ninja. The American Ninja Warrior. Hashtag Mighty Casey. She is crazy. The things she can do. Lady Shay. You can do the things that people tell you you can't. This will be an interesting match. This feels like a Mae Young classic match, doesn't it? From back in the day. What's happening? She is very small. Very, very small. She's kind of like Ricochet crossed with Rio. Right. What am I doing? What am I doing? Mercedes Martinez versus Casey Catanzaro is clearly not on AEW. Right. Mercedes Martinez versus Casey Catanzaro. I gotta tell you, I think AEW is doing a really good job tonight. Really good job. Really entertaining stuff. Apart from the IIIIRs that we're missing. I haven't seen if he's answered me, actually, if Tony's got back to me yet. Lucha Bros. And... oh, Catanzaro lands on her feet. Very good head scissor takeover. Into the corner, collides into Mercedes Martinez. Nice little roll through. No, Mercedes Martinez is not messing around here. She pushes her away. She's got... oh, lovely move by Casey Catanzaro into a pin. Wow. Put a mask on this girl. She's like more lucha than luchas. She's more lucha than Rey Mysterio. Strike. Casey goes to the outside. Mercedes Martinez having to dig deep here. Smirk on her face. Seasoned veteran Mercedes Martinez. into the ring post. Casey charged into the side of the ring. We're about to get underway with the Elite versus the Lucha Bros and Butcher and the Blade. Keeping an eye on Casey and Mercedes Martinez, though. We're coming up to the halfway point, so start thinking about your scores. Don't write your scores. Just start thinking about them. We're not at the halfway point yet. We're about 5 minutes away. And then we will get your thoughts on both shows so far. Mercedes Martinez. 1, 2, 3. Gets the win. What was it called? I don't even know what that move's called. It was like, it looked a little bit like, do you know he doesn't do that anymore, does he? Do you remember Samoa Joe used to do muscle busters? I haven't seen Samoa Joe do a muscle buster in ages. He used to pick them up like that and then, like, drop them back. A Samoa Joe muscle buster. Haven't seen one of them in so long. She just did a fisherman buster. I don't know why Mercedes Martinez is trying to bust fisherman. But she is. We've got Rhea Ripley backstage. NXT Women's Champion, it says. They need to make their minds up. What are they calling it? Is it NXT Champ? Is she the NXT Women's Champ? What is she? Right, we've got Kenny and the Young Bucks in the ring, and Hangman Page is staying on the outside. He looks very unimpressed. Casey is so underrated. Muscle Buster. The Muscle Buster almost broke someone's neck. Did it? Oh, Joe ended Tyson Kidd's career with the Muscle Buster and it got banned. That'll be why then. that'll be the reason. I think I haven't seen that move since. I don't think he's ever done it on the main roster. It used to be his finisher down in NXT. It just completely passed me by that he didn't do it anymore. He stopped using it because of Tyson Kidd. Right, we have got the 10 lashes still to come. We've still got Charlotte Flair still to come as well. Undisputed Era going around trying to find Ciampa. Sure there'll be something on that. And I can tell you that Butcher, Blade, and the Luchas are starting to get the upper hand on AEW. People are saying as soon as Hangman and Kenny lose those belts, Kenny is going to be set up on. He's going to be attacked by Hangman. What if they do another... What if it's a double swerve? What if Kenny actually turns on Hangman? Everyone thinks Hangman's going to turn, and it's a slow build, but what if it's Kenny that turns? That'd be interesting. Butcher has got... is it Nick Jackson? Looks like Nick Jackson into the corner. Throwing him over to where the Blade and the Lucha Bros are. So well underway with this multi-man match on AEW. And Mercedes Martinez just picking up a victory over Casey Catanzaro. It's been a really good night so far. It's been quite hard-hitting on AEW. We've seen Moxley with the car keys jamming them into the eye of Santana. We didn't quite see it, but, well, he certainly didn't see anything either. But, yeah, we had that. And then, of course, we've just had Yuka with her tooth getting knocked out by Britt Baker in what was a shock win. I did not see that coming. Right, we've had a fair few responses by people when it comes to the AEW tweet that we sent out, but nothing Nothing from Tony Khan himself, unfortunately. Or the other Khan. I don't know what all the Khans called. There's Tony Khan. What's Tony Khan's dad called? I don't know. Street fight at Portland between Tegan Nox and Dakota Kai. What have we got? Oh, they're still looking. They're still having a good look around here to see if they can see Ciampa. There's got a production truck. And there he is. There he is. He's already took out Roderick Strong. Now he's got Bobby Fish. He closes the door on the one. Slams the door into Bobby Fish. And now he goes to blows with Adam Cole. Ciampa and Cole. Outside. The two of them, I tell you, this is such a big match. Now they're going into the arena, into Full Sail, fighting in amongst the crowd, in amongst the people, firing shots away. Kick to the midsection. Adam Cole going over to the commentary booth area. Back elbow by Tommaso. Slamming him face first onto that commentary table. And again, 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 and again. Woo! Sick. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Tommaso Ciampa fired up. Here come the rest of Undisputed Era, though. Bobby Fish, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, chasing Tommaso into the ring. Days, I'm not a fan of the lashings. Yeah, it's a segment I'm going to be a bit... Well, let's see. Shahid Khan. Ah, thank you, Anna. I don't know if I knew that, actually. I don't know if I knew that at all. The Broserweights have come down. So, Broserweights have come down to try and even up the score a little bit. They're trying to help out Tommaso. I don't know who just came in and just got thrown across the ring. Let them fight is the chat. We need Regal. Where's Regal? Where's William Regal? We need Regal to come out and go, we'll settle this at War Games. Oh, he is here! Here he is! War Games! Say War Games! I'm gonna settle it tonight. Fight tonight. Broserweights. Tommaso. We need one more. Again, we need... just ring the bell. Ring the bell. Let's do it now. Look, there's a massive brawl. Huge brawl. So many security. Is it a handicap match? Are we getting a fourth man involved? Pete Dunne's being choked out by Kyle O'Reilly. So much going on. There's someone down on the outside holding his nose. What is going on? It is absolute carnage. Where's Triple H? Where's Shawn? We need some order. Oof. There's fighting in the crowd. There's fighting on the entrance stage. This is war. This is actual war. This is now World War III. War Games! Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle is just knocked down Bobby Fish. I think there's chance of Bro. Adam Cole getting attacked as well. We've got referees all around. Oh, man. It's carnage. They cannot be separated. The hatred is real. Order. Order. So there we go. The match has been announced. I'm guessing that's our main event tonight. So much better. Such a better way of having... I don't like multi-man matches. But when you've got a faction like Undisputed Era, it makes sense. And rather than just go, right, tonight our main event is going to be this, there's a real reason for it, you know? I mean, look at how much they hate each other. Done really well. The Irish Ace, Jordan Devlin. I like his music. It's a bit scary. The Irish Ace is here, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion. Jordan. The Irish Ace. Big star now, isn't he? Jordan Devlin. They've done a really good job of building him up. Over on AEW. It's still Butcher, Blade, Lucha Bros. Are they about to get the win? No. Oh. Still got the pin. The referee didn't continue to count, though. Sit down powerbomb by the Butcher. Kenny is in. Basement drop kick breaks it up. Jordan Devlin in the ring. Tyler Breeze. Yes! Tyler Breeze! I'm only disappointed he's not going to win. That's my only problem. Tyler Breeze is here. Prince Pretty. I love Tyler Breeze. Legit one of my favourites. I think he's funny. I think he can wrestle. I think he's underrated. I think he deserves a title. Has he ever... I don't think he's ever won a title. Any title. I don't think he's ever won any title. Disgrace. Vince, if you're watching, it's a disgrace. Shouldn't have spent 200 million on the XFL. He should have just put a belt on Tyler Breeze. Nice. Knee strike by Kenny. V-trigger. Into the corner. Big boot by the Blade. Non-stop action, baby. Non-stop action. NXT gone to commercial. We're going to keep our focus on AEW. Hangman in there with the Butcher. He's got the Butcher up. Fall away slam. Fall away slam by Hangman and a kip up, but his knee is just giving out a little bit. Just a little bit of discomfort. Right. Oh. This is like the never-ending match. This match is so long. It's all right, though. It's got a lot going on. Here we go. Young Bucks wanted in, but a sling blade by Penta. Pentagón has... Fenix is going through the ropes. Takes out Kenny and one of the Bucks. We didn't even see the pin. We didn't even see the pin. The camera shot there was awful. The camera was looking at the outside, and before we know it, 3 count. Oh, why do they do that? Surely the end of the match is like quite an important part of the match. So there we go. Bunny, Blade, Butcher all celebrating. Lucha Bros are celebrating. Hangman wouldn't tag. That's your story. Hangman wouldn't tag in. The Young Bucks. There's Hangman versus Jimmy Uso in a drink and drive match. Right, big win for Lucha Bros, Butcher, and Blade. I think the big story coming out of this is the fact that Hangman just wouldn't tag in the Young Bucks, and, you know, we're going to get a bit more of a tease, are we here now? There we go, look, yeah, they are. There's quite a heated... Oh, Omega just pushed! Omega just pushed Hangman! Look, Omega's trying to get in between. He's trying to talk to Hangman. Hangman's leaving the ring. The Young Bucks are upset. And there's trouble in paradise, man. He grabs a beer. He gets given a beer. Why would you buy a beer and then so willingly give it to Hangman Page? I'd be gutted. Honestly, I'd be like, can I have it back? Do I get another? Where are you going with my beer? Well, there we go. Hangman has left with someone's beer. Sad beers. Yeah, sad beers. We're still at commercial break for NXT. And Young Bucks are frustrated. I don't know if we're at commercial break. If we are, get your scores in. We're slightly past the halfway point. Get your scores in. What do you think has been the rating for both shows? What show are you watching? Are you watching both? I can tell you that Jordan Devlin doing very well against Tyler Breeze. Kind of jumping him as he was posing on the edge of the ring. Devlin's not going to be messing around. I think we are at commercial break. Get your scores in for AEW and NXT. I think we're at commercial break with AEW, but we're well underway on NXT with back elbow by Jordan Devlin. Into the corner goes Breeze, up and over the top. Devlin, oh, lovely kick. It was a kick to the thigh. Thought he was going to give him a super kick to the head, but he went low. And he does give him a kick to the head, but only when he's down. And he goes for a quick cover, but can't get the pin. I don't actually know if this is a title match or not. But it's great to see Tyler Breeze. Of course, Fandango injured at the moment. Not sure when he'll be back. I think it's quite a serious injury. Not expecting him back anytime soon. So, Tyler Breeze. Oh, those numbers flashed on screen. 2, 5, 20 just flashed up on screen. 2, 5, 20. We're going to get that answer very soon. Is it Killer Cross? Is it the return of Velveteen Dream? 2, 5, 20. That's today. Breeze going over to the corner. And now he's going to wrap the leg of Jordan Devlin around that ring post. Velveteen. 7.5 says Jeffrey for AEW. 6.8 for NXT. NXT 5. AEW 6. AEW 8. NXT 7.7. Do you know what? This is honestly one of the first weeks where the majority of people, if not everyone, is saying that AEW is the better show. Okay, what's happening here? Pac is backstage and Rio is there? Is he going to touch Rio? Is he going to take out Rio? Pac is not messing around here. Look at little Rio! Little Rio, look! What's Pac doing? Look, Rio is petrified! Pac says you can stop what's about to happen. Kenny Omega's like, yeah, you've got your match, you've got it. Pac's like, was that hard? He says, I hope you don't think I was going to put my hands on a woman. He's got someone. Someone's going to do it for him. Nyla. There it is. Nyla Rose attacks Rio from behind. Nyla Rose picks up Rio. Puts it. Oh! Plants her on the table. And Rio is so light. The table didn't break. I don't even know if the table knew someone had been smashed onto it. She picks up Rio, puts her on. I think the table thought it was a bits of paper or something. The table's just like, what? What? That was amazing. I am the table. There we go. I tell you what, though, there was a thud as she hit that table, and the table was just like, what? Didn't break at all. Right, we're still underway with Tyler Breeze and Jordan Devlin. NXT is putting AEW to shame tonight. AEW 8, NXT 7.7, NXT 9, says Shay. I think AEW's doing a really good job. Really good job. We've got Darby Allin with a flamethrower. That's cool. Need that for when they do them figures that are coming out. There's AEW figures on the way from Jazzwares. Same company that make Fortnite figures. Okay, Kip Sabian making his way out. Right, Jordan Devlin on the outside. I'm not a big Kip Sabian fan, to be honest. Jordan Devlin doing really well, going up top. Moonsault to the outside. Comes crashing down onto Tyler Breeze. Right. Jordan Devlin doing some really good... I tell you what I really like. I really like the fact this isn't a squash match. I really appreciate the fact that they are really, really giving Tyler Breeze, like, a decent amount of time. I really appreciate that. I still feel like they should do more for him, but still, you know, I appreciate the fact that Devlin's not just gone out there and blown Tyler Breeze away. Big chop across the chest by Devlin. Tyler Breeze goes down to his knees. Tyler Breeze on his knees. We've still got the 10 lashes to come. We've still got Charlotte. Woo! I'm not sure who Kip's facing tonight. I think we're about to go to commercial break with NXT. Is he finally facing Joey Janela? If you are watching and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe. Make sure that you join us. We're here every Monday for Raw, every Tuesday for NWA, Wednesday for NXT and AEW, Friday for SmackDown. We're back this weekend for New Japan, New Beginnings, which is going to be a big show. Jon Moxley, of course, is involved in that. So is Naito, Tetsuya Naito, and Kenta, formerly known as Hideo Itami. Yeah, big show this weekend for those guys. UFC this weekend as well. Huge UFC show. And yeah, we've got Super Showdown coming up. We've got NXT TakeOver coming up. There's lots on the way. I don't think AEW Revolution is that far away. I don't know when it is off the top of my head, but I don't believe it's that far away. But yeah, we're covering it all. And if there's any shows that cross over, then we'll do what we're doing tonight, what we do each Wednesday. We will watch both. What's he got? He's jumped out the crowd. He's got someone's glasses, is it? Are they glasses? What is it? I don't know what it was. I think we must be at commercial break on both at the moment. Right, let's jump into the chat. Don't forget, we're going to stick around half an hour after. watching 2 shows and only getting a few moments where we can actually look at the chat and interact with the chat means that I do like to stick around after and have a chat with you guys, get your thoughts about things and talk about whatever you want to talk about. So we will be sticking around half an hour after. So 40 minutes left of the shows, and then we will be sticking around half an hour after that. Daisy, are you watching XFL? No, I can't say I'm going to go out of my way to watch it, but I will be certainly keeping an eye on things. If it's on, I'll, watch the start and whatever, but it's just not, it's got no crossover in any way, has it? Apart from it's funded by Vince. I've not seen adverts on, or mentions on WWE or anything. I'm really surprised. Joey Janela coming down to the ring. Joey Janela against Kip Sabian, and they've been building this up for a while. What's that guy in the crowd? Front row of AEW. He's got a yellow shirt like a Hogan shirt. And I thought it was a Hogan shirt or something. It's yellow and red. But it says Vince. I'm guessing as in Vince McMahon. It says Vince something. Vince still rules? Is it? Or something like that? I don't know. Why would someone front and centre have a Vince shirt on? And when have they ever sold a Vince shirt? Do you know, seriously, I can't remember a Vince McMahon shirt. The guy's sitting down now, so I can't see what it says. But if you do get a chance to see it, or maybe you've already seen it earlier on in the show, the guy front center, AEW, wearing a yellow t-shirt, basically sat where Green Shirt Man would normally be sat. Yeah, see if you can see what that says. We're still underway with this Tyler Breeze Jordan Devlin match, and it's an excellent match. Excellent match. Nice forearm strike. Is there not like a time limit? Shouldn't there be a time limit? I don't know what the time limit is. It's I think 10 minutes on NWA. We saw a draw yesterday between Aaron Stevens and Trevor Murdoch. So into the corner, big strike. Tyler Breeze reversed by Devlin, who puts his head down, gets kicked in the head by Breeze. Big clothesline. Devlin goes down. 1, 2. If this is a non-title match and Breeze wins, that would be awesome. That would be really, really cool. Days, they want to keep the XFL separate from WWE, unlike last time. That is why there is no promo. Yeah, I know they want to keep it separate. I'm still surprised there's not been a mention. Like, they've got... not even to advertise it into wrestling, but they do advertise him for other things on WWE, you know. We've seen, like, crossover adverts with KFC, and we've seen him have, like, Mountain Dew bottles on the commentary table, and, you know, it's been loads of different things that have advertised on WWE. So I'm just surprised that they're not... You know, wrestling fans will remember the XFL, or certainly some will. So it's just a bit of a surprise they're not even mentioning it as just an advert. Spanish Fly! But I do understand that they want to keep them separate. I'm not saying, like, we should see well, we can't see Mean Gene, but Mean Gene doing announcing, or Renee Young doing announcing over there, or anything. If they found a way of getting a hologram Mean Gene, they should do it. That'd be really cool, actually. Could you imagine if they used holograms? They've got CGI. If we could have, like, a hologram Mean Gene to, like... That'll be the future, won't it? They'll do that in the future. As long as they can get permission from the families. If they can be like, look, we've got technology now where we can create holograms. Do you mind if we do a hologram match? People won't ever have actually seen Andre the Giant, but we could make him walk down to the ring and do a full match. We've got that technology. Big screams from Jordan Devlin. Devlin shaking his head, trying to get over to the ropes. It's a single leg Boston Crab, but a little roll up. Oh, super kick! Huge kick by Breeze. 1, 2, Ah! Tyler Breeze, so close. This is such a good match. This might be the best match I've seen tonight. So good. The Irish Ace kicked out using like muscle memory. Tyler Breeze behind the Irish Ace as Joey Janela goes face first into the ring steps, and Devlin is trying to fight back here. He does. Breeze on his feet. Knee to the face, and Devlin staggers back to the corner. Devlin gets out the way. Oh, cutter by Devlin, rolls up Breeze. Kick out by Breeze. I thought we were done. And Devlin thought we were done as well. This is good. I gotta say, though, the crowd are pretty quiet. There's just a few murmurs from the crowd. Full Sail, you're letting me down, man. There is a "This is awesome" chant, though, but it's the most subdued "This is awesome" chant. This is awesome. It's the kind of chant that you make just to show that you're grateful there's some wrestling on. But this match deserves so much better. It's really good. 1, 2, and also it's over. Jordan Devlin gets the win. Jordan Devlin picks up the victory. Good stuff, man. This is awesome. What a match on NXT right now. Absolutely. We've got Kip Sabian and Joey Janela still underway. We've got 34 minutes. We've still not seen that 5:20 thing, have we? I mean, we should find out very soon. Forearm strikes by Kip Sabian. Just a replay of what we've seen so far. I wonder how big of a deal that 5:20 thing is going to be. Give us the rematch at NXT TakeOver. Wes says that was a good match. Shame Vince sees nothing in Breeze. I don't know how he sees nothing in Breeze. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Devlin in the ring celebrating. We already know that Garza has said he's coming for him. Up next, Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair face to face. And Charlotte Flair is on her way. So is Charlotte Flair getting involved in that? Or is Charlotte Flair here? We've got a Dodge that's just pulled up. I think it's a Dodge. I don't know. Woo! The Queen is here. Charlotte Flair has arrived at Full Sail. There we go. We've gone to commercial break, so let's have a look at Kip Sabian and Joey Janela for a bit. And Kip Sabian is looking like he's going to go up top. There you go. Springboard. No one home. Joey Janela throws Kip to the outside. Suicide dive by Joey Janela. Charlotte Flair going to bring them ratings. That's right. As soon as Charlotte stepped out, all them ratings came out with her as well. She's definitely going to boost ratings this week. No doubt about it. And they've saved her right till the end to try and keep people around. Sabian, gets caught by Joey Janela looking for a German. Rhea versus Flair will be gold at Mania. Wait, Days, so if Charlotte Flair beats Rhea Ripley, would she go back to NXT? I believe so, yeah. I mean, if you're going to represent it by being its champion, then you're going to have to turn up on the show, aren't you? I doubt she'd be there every week. I'd imagine she'd get the similar arrangement to Finn Balor. Like, we don't see Finn Balor every week. Like, Finn Balor so far this week, he's just had a little recorded segment, you know, backstage kind of a thing. Which might have happened at any time. That wasn't necessarily live. So, yeah, I'd imagine that she would get similar treatment if she wins. I hope she does win. I hope Charlotte Flair does win. I think having a big name like Charlotte Flair on NXT on a regular basis is only going to help. That means like the weeks where you don't have Balor, because Balor's, you know, not working every single week, you could use Charlotte Flair, and then the weeks where you don't have Flair, you could have Balor, and so you're kind of rotating them, and you've always got a big name on the show, and it's just going to be huge for NXT WrestleMania as we build towards it. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another superstar get into a feud with a main roster star. I could see there being a couple. Like, maybe Adam Cole will do something once he's got past Tommaso Ciampa. Perhaps Adam Cole will face someone at Mania as well. I feel like Adam Cole should be on that show. And if not Adam Cole, then all of Undisputed Era. Like, maybe Undisputed Era. I don't know. There's not really a faction, is there? Against the Monday Night Messiahs. I think someone in the chat has mentioned that before. Undisputed Era versus Seth, Buddy, and AOP at Mania. Ooh. Tasty. Strike by Kip Sabian. We're still underway with this match between these two. What happened to Jimmy Havoc? That's a good question, actually. I think I saw that he did something with MLW, so I think he has been working on, like, the indies and doing bits there. But, yeah, they haven't used him on the show in quite a while. They just seemingly haven't got anything for him. Penelope Ford is helping Kip Sabian up, giving him a little kiss. And here comes Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair wearing the same jacket that Jericho wore the other week. Which is cool, man. Bianca Belair. Big star for the future. Big star for now. I never needed you at all. Dun 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 dun. Never needed you. There we go. Look, we got an advert for Wendy's, so we can get Wendy's on screen, but we can't get the XFL. Don't get it, guys. Bianca Belair's here, and for $4 you can get this burger, this fry. Wendy's got them pigtails as well. Do you reckon Wendy does this when Bianca comes out? I bet Wendy is a massive Belair fan. They're just looking after Santana. Jericho cutting a promo. Bianca's like, I think Rhea's forgotten about me. She says, I don't care for no queen. Here comes Charlotte. You better care. You better care for that queen. The queen is coming down. She's interrupted Bianca Belair. What's better than Belair? Flair. And she's here. Woo! Charlotte makes her way into Full Sail. Oh, 10-time world champ. She's got the Raw graphic as well, which I love. That's great. Raw graphic displayed on screen as Charlotte Flair makes her way down. Dun 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 dun. Charlotte Flair is here at full. She's like, are you Are you gonna help me in the ring? Are you gonna do the ropes? Belair's like... And Flair stands in the middle. Arms out. Belair is so peeved. Huge. We're at commercial break. There's an advert for AEW Shop. Of course, we're watching Charlotte in an NXT ring. Welcome home is the chant from the fans. Man, I love an NXT woo. She's in the ring with Bianca Belair. Charlotte says she's got respect for Bianca. She is an amazing athlete. But you are not me. She's tickled. She's tickled pink. That's what's happened to her trousers. So Charlotte says Rhea did overlook you. Ah, and here comes Rhea now. So Charlotte cutting a promo and a smile on the face of Bianca Belair because this is who she wants. She said she doesn't care about no queen. Look at this, Rhea. All your friends are here. All your friends have come to see her. Rhea Ripley. So, Rhea Ripley making her way down. This segment feels huge. I don't know why. It genuinely does feel like a really big deal. Yeah, and that's exactly what Beth is saying. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the female star power in that ring right now? Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley. Give it a couple of years. This could be a WrestleMania main event. Charlotte pushing Belair out of the way. Belair's like, what? What has just happened? Look at her in the background. What is she doing? She's like, She doesn't know what to do with herself. Look at shit. The reactions are insane. I think she doesn't know what to do because she wants to like go after her, but she knows that she's got to let these two talk. So she's kind of trapped in this kind of like, what do I do? I've just been disrespected, but I can't attack this woman because I've got to let her talk. Right, Bianca getting in the face of Charlotte. EST. You think you're going to run through me in Portland? Girl. I tell you, it's a really good spotlight. So, it's a really good point, actually, because if Belair does win at TakeOver, she would be the one that goes to WrestleMania. So it is right to keep her in this spotlight. It could be Belair Flair. This is a conversation for champions. Go out there and fix your braids. Whoa. Rhea's got something to say. This is a great segment. Rhea telling Charlotte, don't come in here and disrespect us. It's so good. What's the saying? Oh, and Bianca hits Charlotte in the back of the head. They're actually working together here. They said, we are NXT. They've got her up, slam her down face first. So Rhea and Bianca, just for a moment, working together because we are NXT. And the crowd start chanting NXT. So Charlotte Flair laid out by Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. Yeah, man. Tell you what, if people just tuned in to see Charlotte, they've just seen, they've probably just got their appetites, got the taste certainly for this match at TakeOver Portland. It's a really good way to use Charlotte. Charlotte leaves the ring as well. So it's happening. I mean, the challenge has been accepted. Mauro just confirming that. Just a great segment. Honestly, just a great segment. Just a segment that was just a pleasure to watch unfold, and some of the lines, and it was just worth watching just for Bianca's reactions in the background. Right. Double or Nothing is getting an advert in May. 20 minutes to go, friends. And then we are at the end of the shows. And then, of course, we'll stick around for half an hour because I fully appreciate that I don't get a chance to speak to you guys. Ultra Excalibur says, Days, triple threat at Mania. I hope so. I hope so. Some kind of draw at TakeOver. I'll take it. Yeah, double count out. We never get that with NXT, double count outs and things along those lines. So I know it's a bit of a cop out. I know people will be a bit down on it as a result. But if the end result is we're going to get Charlotte versus Bianca versus Rhea at WrestleMania, why not? Why not? Let's take the pain at TakeOver to get to an incredible match at WrestleMania. NXT Women's Championship. I don't know what they're calling it this week. NXT Women's Championship WrestleMania triple threat would be insane. Right, this is a thing that's going to happen in our lives. MJF is going to whip in hopefully not a too weird of a way. Cody Rhodes, 10 lashes for Cody Rhodes. We still have not seen that 5 to 20 thing. I appreciate it too, Days. Shout out, Jesse. Days, I wonder if the reason you can't get an XFL commercial is because it's on USA. XFL will be on Fox. That is a competing channel. That's a good point. Yeah, maybe it is something like that. I totally understand that the XFL last time didn't work. They tried to bring in some wrestling personalities. I think JR did a bit of the commentary, a bit of the announcing. Like, there really was a lot of crossover between the two. And I know they want to go, no, don't want anything to do with each other. But to not even run an advert just blows my mind. I'm not expecting to see the 24/7 championship defended during a match, an XFL match or anything. I'm not expecting that. But I am surprised there's not even an ad. Because you would think that, like, the wrestling fans would be interested in it. And I reckon there's a chunk of them, certainly outside of America, that don't even know it's going to be on. As I said, I hadn't heard any mention of it. Cody is making his way. He's on his own. I don't think there's any Brandy with him, or there's no Arn with him. I am worried about this. I hope they've thought this through. Dream could return during the main event. He absolutely could, yes. He absolutely could. I do feel like something's going to happen in this main event. In fact, there's a spot left, isn't there? Thinking about it. There is a spot left. Poppy. Dun, 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 dun. So we've got Poppy providing the theme, and we've got Undisputed Era making their way down, and Cody is starting to take his jacket off, get ready for the kinkiness that's about to begin. Are you ready for SmackDown on Friday? I'm always ready. I was born ready. Right. Oh, hello. Was the Broserweights already there? Tommaso already there? Had they already made their entrance? Alright, I think we're underway here. So, we've got... I was waiting for the Broserweights to get their entrance, but I think they must have done it during commercial. So, Broserweights and Tommaso, is it like that? Or is it Tommaso? I don't know. There we go. That doesn't look right. It must be 2 M's. I've gone with that. Right. Roderick Strong actually finds himself on his own here. And he is getting beaten down. So, Roderick Strong's... Wow, they are decimating the ringside area. Cody, not messing around, taking off his jacket, taking off his shirt. People are saying, are we at commercial? It does feel like we're at commercial for AEW, actually. Kyle O'Reilly in the ring, and I think we are now underway with this match. What do you think of AEW so far tonight? I think it's been a good show. I think both shows have been quite close. I feel like the best match we had tonight was Tyler Breeze and Angel Garza. I think maybe my favourite segment was probably the Bianca Flair stuff. So, I don't know. I feel like I'm leaning to NXT again, but only just. Very, 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 very close because AEW has been very good. MJF. MJF says this is a nice belt. He wants Cody's belt. So it looks like he wants to do these lashes using Cody's own belt. In fairness, Cody's belt looks the same size. Right, 12 minutes to go. Vince still sucks, is what that guy's shirt says. Ten lashes. I think he's saying to the ref, make sure that you're keeping an eye on this. Over on NXT, Undisputed Era have got themselves together. It looks like Roderick Strong's been taken out of the equation, so it's Bobby Fish, Adam Cole. There's Roderick Strong. Planting Pete Dunne. Chance for Cody. Can Sami Zayn go back to NXT? That would be cool. That would be cool if he did. What did Charlotte say? Well, to be honest, I didn't hear her saying that she accepted the challenge, but she basically did. We've got the bunny, the blade, the candlestick maker. All of those guys have come out. Quite a few, actually. Britt Baker's come out as well. Yeah, there's a locker room of coming out. Perhaps people hate Cody Rhodes. Perhaps Cody Rhodes is like a really bad boss. Oh. One lash down. And he says to Cody, come on then, hit me. Of course, Cody can't. That's part of the stipulation. Days, did Tommaso get injured, or is it a part of the storyline? I think Tommaso's okay. He's on the edge of the ring right now. Pete Dunne's in the ring. Right, it's been one lash so far. I tell you, it's loud. It is loud. He is proper hitting him as well. You can see the red marks on the back of Cody. Cody actually went down onto his knees. Arn Anderson coming out. I mean, I tell you, it is hard. Arn Anderson making his way down. I don't know what he's going to say, because he's agreed he's got to do it. Don't give him the satisfaction, is what he said. He just said, you don't give him the satisfaction. MJF says, come on, coach him then. Coach him, as he's about to do it again. It's hard, I'm telling you. These lashes are hard. You can't help him. Okay, he's doing it again. Oh, man, 10 is a lot, isn't it? 10 is a lot. That's what I've learned. I thought 10 was like a low number, but 10 is actually a lot. Cody down on his knees. People are questioning, like, should this really have been the main event? It's a fair question. We've still got a long way to go with it as well. I think the crowd are trying to get behind Cody. Cody's trying to fire up the crowd here. He's got his arms out. You can see the red. You can see the marks on his back. Dustin Rhodes is coming out now. Arn should turn heel. MJF is so hateable. It should have been 5. Yeah, I think 5 would have been better. He said to Dustin, do you want to do the rest? And he says, unfortunately, that's not how this works. Because, of course, Dustin would be like, He's gone down to just check on Cody. Cody seems really distraught. Really distraught. I don't even know what number we're up to be honest. We are at commercial break. That's why I'm not telling you about NXT. There's nothing to tell you about. We've got 7 minutes to go. And we've still got that cryptic. Oh, that was nasty. That was nasty. There was real venom there. Young Bucks are coming down now. MJF shouting he can't help you. We've got Matt Riddle in the ring with Bobby Fish, Pete Dunne and Tommaso Ciampa on the outside. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly with Roderick Strong not involved in the match. Of course, there might be an overrun. I don't think there was an overrun last week though, was there, with NXT? So maybe there won't be an overrun. Cody's gone to the outside and Young Bucks tending to him. So's on. Cody chant from the crowd as Adam Cole's got a headlock on Matt Riddle on NXT. Cody trying to get himself pumped up. This is dumb. Mark Clark says, Days, what do you think 5-2-20 is? It's got to be the return of someone, unless it's Killer Cross's debut. He's been announced. This is live. They could bring him out. So it could be Killer Cross. Cody trying to man up again. There you go. Look, Cody is getting into the face of MJF. I don't know what number we're up to. I think we're up to 8. Guillotine choke. Guillotine by Kyle O'Reilly. MJF telling Cody to stay down. Matt Riddle going for a knee to the head of Kyle O'Reilly. It looks like all the hope has gone out of the eyes of Cody. Knee strike by Matt Riddle. Cody trying to fire himself up, get himself pumped up. Roderick Strong on the edge of the ring. I've got to be honest, it's a bit of a lackluster way to kind of end the show. It's a little bit like, sticks finger up in the face of MJF, and MJF, I think he wants Wardlow to do one. Wardlow wants one. Wardlow's a big boy. Stomp onto the hands of Adam Cole, baby. Kick to the head. Cole goes down by Peter. Peter! Right, Wardlow is... the Young Bucks don't like it. Pete going for the cover on Cole. Only gets a 2. There's blood coming out of the hands of... it must have caught him on the hand, I'm sure. There's bleeding out of his finger. Those earlier marks are really, really visible now. Apparently the medical staff are standing by. This is like some kind of horrific... I don't know what I'm watching. This is the kind of... Do you know what I mean? As a humanity, I felt we had moved on from this as a form of entertainment. Watching someone getting whipped. Brandy is coming down. She looks very upset. Is she going to do the last one? Could you imagine? She turns to MJF. She's like, oh, I want to do number 10. He didn't empty the dishwasher last night. She says she got one more, and Cody's tearing up. Brandy says, I love you so much. Oh, she should do number 10. Do you remember I wanted that ring for Christmas? And you bought me a box set of Game of Thrones, which I've already seen. Ah! Oh, number 10 was across the front. Number 10 was across the front. MJF is angry. He's upset. He's disappointed. He wants another 10. I honestly, I totally understand. I totally understand. It's like when you've got a bag of popcorn and you eat all the popcorn and then you wish you had another bag of popcorn. Low blow by MJF, who runs into the crowd. And they're retreating up the steps. We're still underway with this match on NXT. MJF standing at the top of the steps. Oh, knee to the face. Kyle O'Reilly goes down. Super kick by Adam Cole. Who have they got? They're beating someone up. I don't know who's up there, but they were just beating someone up. I don't know if that was a fan. Was that a fan? Well, there we go. We've the show is finished. Was that a fan at the end? Did a fan try to attack MJF? That's crazy if so. Wow, there we go. I think a fan just tried to attack MJF after what happened. Got to have been a plant. Seems like people in the AEW chat don't believe that that was a fan. Was it a fan? What do you think? Well, MJF did beg the fans to do it. Yeah, it's got to be a plant, hasn't it? After he begged it, after he mentioned it, and then it happens. Yeah, clever though. Clever boys. Talking to clever boys, we are underway on NXT towards the end of this match. Undisputed Era are surrounding Tommaso Ciampa. Boos are raining out. Ciampa finds himself surrounded here. Oh, they've got spray paint. They're going to use that same spray paint that I think Tommaso used last week when he drew that X. They've got Tommaso's back. Yeah, they're talking trash to him. All 4 members in the ring. This is our era. Here we go. And he's doing it as well. Spray painted an X on the back of Tommaso. Now they're all beating down on him. Stomping away on Tommaso. Yeah, the ref's trying to restore order, but there's no way of restoring order here. They've spray painted the X on the back of Tommaso. You are a joke. Is he going to deliver a knee strike? They seem to have him in position. Yes, there we go. He's taken down that knee pad. And the lights go down. The 2-5-20 is on the screen. And it forms the Velveteen Dream, who's on the top rope. Dream returns. Dream is here. Velveteen Dream has returned. The circles formed into the shape of those iconic glasses that he wears. The 3-lensed glasses. The Dream returns. Velveteen Velveteen. And to the outside, look at this kick. Kick to Adam Cole, baby. Dream Valley driver to Roderick Strong. And Velveteen is here. He's ripping off his tights. He's ripping off his tights. He's got other tights underneath. And we're doing a little bit of ravishing Rick Rude. And what's on his tights? I can't even see what's on his tights. I think he's on his tights. And two other people are on his tights. Marina? Call me Marina. Call me Marina. He wants to be called Marina. Why does he want to be called Marina? It says call me Marina. Wow, what's that about? Is that must be some kind of a personal message? Unless he's now called Marina Dream. There we go, and that's how the show ends. Marina Dream is here. Do, 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 do. Call me Maria. Maria, you gotta see her. Wow, I tell you what. Fun way to end all the shows ending in carnage this week. Quite an impressive return for the Dream. Yeah, it was fun, man. He wore tights that said, call me up, Vince. He did. He wasn't wearing them then. He was wearing ones that said, call me Marina. Call me Marina. Days is looking at AEW all cringy. Days is... what? He wore tights that said, call me up, Vince. He did. Marina is Roderick's wife. Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. It said, call me Marina. But I couldn't see the picture, but you're absolutely right. That is Roderick Strong's wife, Marina Shafir. Good point. Good point. It did also look like he now wants to be called Marina. Marina is one of the Undisputed Era's girlfriends. Yep. Good point. Nice story build with AEW Cody versus MJF. It was good stuff. Dream is back, baby. It was done very well. It said, call me up, Marina. It did. I have been ignored. He didn't get his other tights off, and it distracted me. It was still kind of tangled around his legs, wasn't it? Yeah, kind of got in the way. Get your scores in. We need to score the shows, don't we? We need to score the shows. So, I'm going to say NXT was... I thought it was really good. I'm going with a really good 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for NXT for me. And AEW, I thought the lashes were... It was not as bad as I thought. I don't think some of the matches... I'm thinking like SCU versus Best Friends didn't really grab my attention. The Britt Baker match against Yuka was okay. It was alright. The triple threat, there was some really good stuff. But I think my favourite match was NXT, Tyler Breeze against Angel Garza. My favourite segment was the Charlotte Bianca Belair stuff. And then we got Velveteen Dream at the end. I do feel, honestly, and I'm sure people might disagree with this because at the halfway point, everyone was saying AEW were ahead. I had it very, very close at the halfway point. I've still got it very close now. I'm going to say 7-7-5 for AEW. I'm going to say that NXT just pipped it. But I have to admit that the lashes thing was much better than what I was expecting. I thought it was nice how they were bringing people down to try and encourage Cody to keep going, you know, and Brandy Rhodes coming down at the end, and the emotion that was in that, I thought was very, very good. I thought it was very, very good. Jennifer says NXT 8, AEW 7.25. Get your scores in, guys. NXT 9 because the Velveteen Dream is back. Cody will get revenge on MJF. NXT 8.75. Are you happy that the Dream returned? Yes, I am happy that the Dream's back. I think he is a big, big player for NXT. So, yeah, it is great to see the Velveteen Dream back. Very, very good stuff. Days, will you stream XFL on February the 8th? No, I've got no plans to stream the XFL. We might do the final, but I mean, it's not connected to wrestling, is it? They're not even advertising on the wrestling. There's no connection there, so it is just American football. We don't stream American football. I don't know anything about American football. This is its own separate thing. So no, I don't think there's a need or even a way for me to do it, because I just don't know anything about it. 7 out of 10 for AEW. 8 out of 10 for both, says Brent Wilkinson. Yep, I think that's fair. I could go with that. I want to see wrestling, not lashes. I understand that. I do think it's going to make it bigger when we finally do get to the match. I think when we do actually get to MJF versus Cody, then it is going to feel like a really big deal. AEW 0, NXT 7. I did not watch AEW. Well, I appreciate your honesty. Days, did the lashes seem familiar to Tommy Dreamer's Singapore cane match incident in ECW? I kind of felt like this was done... I don't feel like this was as extreme. This one, there were hard lashes, and I don't think they'd quite come through. I think this is going to have a lot of impact once you see the backstage pictures. Once you actually see the wounds as to how they've kind of developed and just how nasty it was. Because some of them, certainly that Wardlow one, had a real snap to them, you know? And you could see it coming through. You could see there was blood. You could see that it was real. These were real lashes. But I think they were trying to put a little bit of storytelling in there as well. There was a few shots of the back. I think also they've probably got to be careful because it's on TNT. So maybe they can't show too much. But I think the impact is going to be really felt once you see the damage that was done, you know. NXT 7, AEW 5. By the way, I made Sister Abigail disappear. Fiend is mine now. Also, friendship, love you. Shout out to you, Sonny Wolf. Shout out to Azucena. Hello, my friend. Hope you are well. Why didn't JR say that he whipped him like a government mule? I don't know. Perhaps I have been blocked. You're not blocked. I can see you. NWA is only good because you go in not expecting much. I'm not sure, dude. My expectations are high for NWA these days because the shows have been so consistently good that I honestly don't go into their shows now thinking, oh, this is going to be a disaster. I go in expecting it to blow me away. I give them both 10 out of 10 because I haven't seen them yet. Fair play. This segment is AEW's biggest Twitter pop ever. Yeah, well, they can certainly milk it. You're going to see a lot of images of his back and everything, and yeah, maybe it's not going to have really come across just yet, like the impact of it. I think you're right. I think Twitter's going to play a big part in that. I stole 2 crypto books from the lab. Enjoy. Shout out to you, bud. Shout out to Lawrence the Robot, who is here to join us again. I might give NWA another chance. Oh, do it. You won't be disappointed. It's absolutely brilliant. Rusty Shackelford said, Days, as always, I appreciate the watch along. Always entertaining and fun. Thank you for the kind words, bud. Really, really do appreciate it. I'm fully aware that nights like tonight on a Wednesday are different. I hope that the community know that it's different. We've said it often enough now. I'd imagine people do. it's harder to have a laugh and a joke on a Wednesday. You can do it, but once you're laughing and joking or talking about something, your attention goes. There's so much going on that it's non-stop, isn't it? From start to finish on a Wednesday. It is the non-stop shop on a Wednesday. But it's so enjoyable. Both shows, but as I said, I don't think I've seen a bad AEW show, and I don't think I've seen a bad NXT show. Not since the Wrestling Wednesdays began. I've seen bad NXT shows on the network back in the day. But no, these were really good. Both of them tonight, really, really good. So shout out to Rusty Shackleford 360. Days, I was expecting Dream to return at the Rumble. Yeah, I suppose not everyone can return at the Rumble. As we saw with Ruby Riott, you've got to kind of space out your returns and your surprises. You only need a couple for the Rumble, in all honesty. And we got that. I thought the Rumbles were excellent, and then it still meant that we had some surprises afterwards as well. I heard today that AEW is getting action figures. Wicked Cool Toys, I believe, are involved. Jazzwares is what I've heard. So I think it's going to be Jazzwares that makes them. Anador says, Days, don't forget Jesse's Christmas card. Yes, Jesse, if you are around, I received it. It arrived. You are around. Shall I show it? Hang on, I can do it now. Oh, my legs. Ow. Hang on. Here we go. This is the box that arrived. The box of goodies. Hang on, let me move it out of the way. And this is the... See, look, it came, Jesse. Only took like 2 months. My fault, not yours. Yeah, I tend to get it shipped over like once a month. I'll just like buy the odd thing on eBay. Not much, just like I get a lot of collector's cards. I wonder if I can show you a collector's card. Have I got a cool collector's card? Let's have a look and see. Have I got a cool collector's card? Oh, that's cool. That one is cool. This is a signed collector's card. Look at that. This is cool. Signed card of Mil Mascaras. An absolute wrestling legend. Signed wrestling card. One of the West Coast's famous masked wrestlers was Mascaras. So, an absolute wrestling legend. So, if I see like cards like that at like a really good price, then it's just a little hobby that I've had for a very, very long time. I've got loads. Let me see if I can find another one. I'm trying to find ones that are like cool. Ah, this is cool. How about this? Naito. Tetsuya Naito. Signed. And on the back there, look, congratulations. You have got an official signature from Tetsuya Naito. That is from Leaf Cards. And that is his autograph at the bottom. Naito card. Really cool. So, yeah, I don't buy loads. I just buy, like, I don't know, odd one. I think there's about 15 in there or whatever. Something like that. Yes, Jesse also sent me this, which is amazing, which I will show you. Can I show you the card, Jesse? Is Jesse in the chat? Jesse, let me know. Can I show the front of the card? They did better than me because I forgot to physically sign the art. I said, you didn't sign it! Jesse! Yeah, Jesse, let me know if I can show the card or not, because I've got the Christmas card. This is one of Jess's art prints that she does, which I think they are available if you get in touch with Jessie. They're really, really cool. This is absolutely awesome. Look at this. Look at that of The Fiend. How great is that? It does, genuinely, it looks absolutely awesome. And Jessie signed it there, and you can see it was when she did this piece. I really like it. Really, really cool. Lots of detail. Love the tattoo work on there and everything. I think that looks absolutely awesome. So thank you very much to Jessie. Get in touch with her on Twitter. She's not just a bad joke generator. She does also generate some fantastic art. So yowie wowie. I thought that was very, very good. Raul says, I need to sober up. I've been drinking during the stream. What's it saying? During con stream. During con stream. Wow. Why do you need to sober up? It's late. Well, I don't know where you are, actually, but for me, it's late. For me, this is like perfect time to be getting drunk. So I don't see any need for you to have to sober up, buddy. I think you're fine. Good job, Jessie. No way did she draw that. Apparently she did. Unless you're calling her a liar. Awesome work, Jessie. Jessie is so talented. Oh my god, this has turned into like a Jessie Callan appreciation stream. She did good. Daisy, you streaming UFC? 100%. 100%. We're here. We're back on Friday for SmackDown. We're back at the weekend for New Japan and UFC as well. Massive UFC show. If you're even partially interested in UFC, make sure you're joining us for that. It's absolutely huge. Epic fail on my part. I'll try again for your birthday. You can show of the front of the card. Also sent a super chat. Oh, did I miss a super chat whilst I was getting the box? Yes. Jesse the Money Twig Callan's donation. Thank you, dude. You didn't need to send that through. This is Jessie and her partner. Christmas card. Forgive the fact that it's a Christmas card. I am only just receiving it. Very, very much appreciated. There is Jessie. How great is that? I'm guessing you drew that as well, Jessie. So there is the Christmas card that I received very late. And also the Fiend art print as well. So very, very awesome. And not only that, she sent me this for free, which I think just keeps everything straight and in order. But do you know what I mean? It's an extra. It's a freebie. I love freebies. I can do so much with this. I don't know what yet. Maybe draw a face on it and talk to it at night or something. Yeah, shout out to Jessie. Here's what's going on this Friday on SmackDown. Goldberg returns, the Dirt Sheet returns, Firefly Funhouse, and Daniel Bryan addresses his future. Wow, I hope that it is a proper Firefly Funhouse. If it is, sign me up, Buttercup. Sign me up. Oh my god, draw a moustache on Jessie. That's cruel. That's cruel. But I absolutely will do that. I will do that. I can draw a moustache on Jessie. Yeah. I was just looking to see if it's possible. It is. There is space. I could do it. Jessie, I love that. I'm jealous. I can't watch wrestling without Days anymore. Even when friends are over, I've got it playing. Jeffrey, that's a problem. You need help. You need to see like Days Anonymous. Yeah. Days, remember your Days' international unboxing videos? we did a few, man. We did some good stuff. Remember to like the stream. Thank you, Chalmers. It was a really good night tonight. We've only got 8 minutes left. We've just been chatting away. But I think that's all right because we don't really get a chance to talk when the shows are on. We got 8 minutes to go. Thought the show's good. I think I've pretty much given you my thoughts. If there's any questions or any points that you want to make or anything you want to discuss with the community, make sure that you're getting your points across before we go in about 7 minutes. You've got 7 minutes to fire your thoughts across. You can talk about what you thought about the lashes. You can talk about what you thought about the Charlotte segment, how you would book Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley. You know, would you do the triple threat? Would you do Belair versus Flair? Would you do Rhea Ripley versus Flair? Would you do the triple threat? What do you think's going to happen now that Velveteen Dream is back? Seems like he's probably going to be having a match with Roderick Strong, seeing as I agree with you guys. I think it was Roderick Strong's family that he had printed on his tights. I think it probably was Marina Shafir. I'd love to know her thoughts on that. I'd love to know her thoughts. I'd love to see her reply to that. That's brilliant. And it had his kid on there as well. I don't know if you saw, but it had a picture of Velveteen and then a woman, but I couldn't see who the woman was, and a kid. And for some reason my brain was like, has he broken up with someone whilst he's been away? Like, and now he wants her to call him. Like, that's a very personal message to send on NXT. For some reason, my brain didn't go, that's Marina Shafir. But thankfully, you guys have got brains and can save me and help me when things aren't quite clicking. Days, I made a video just for you. Can you watch it on the stream? We wouldn't be able to do that, but because I feel bad enough that I've not been able to talk to people during the stream anyway. So if I go start watching a video whilst the stream's on, I'd feel even worse. But I will give it a watch, dude. Days, so who is the captain, Moxley or Santana? Who is the captain? That passed me by, what do you mean? I have to have the sound down. So I do try and turn them up on one show at a time, but it does mean I'm missing things on the other. So what do you mean by who is the captain? One of the 4 horsewomen and Roderick Strong's wife. Yes, Marina Shafir. Ring of Honor Free Enterprise will see a new NWA champ rumor. Jesse, do art. I do art too. I can draw stick figures. The best kind of figures. David says, woo! There we go. A lot of excitement for Charlotte tonight on NXT. I'm all for her winning that belt and being a regular feature and being on NXT on a regular basis. Days, I watched your Royal Rumble 2018 video. Was it really in the woods? Can just imagine someone walking past to find a grown man playing with wrestling figures on some pathway. Yeah. The Royal Rumble. Yeah, we were down. We were outside, weren't we, for that? Yeah. We've done some crazy stuff in the past. Now we just tend to do a lot of watch-alongs, and I do need to try and bring some other videos onto the channel. And maybe I'll have to go back outside to do figure ones, because we did have a little thing set up here, as I said earlier, but had to clear all of that away. And now, I don't even know if I've got them. I've got like I've just got boxes of figures now. I haven't even put them back. I haven't put them back on the shelves yet. But all the figures that were set up around here, I've just chucked them into boxes so I could get the sofa and the green screen and everything done. So, Rahul says, Days, explain how you get your beard so strong. It's a really good question. We work out 3 times a week. We both do DDP yoga, and I've always had like an emotionally strong beard, but I feel like in 2019 it became physically strong as well. I think all the hours of hard work have really started to pay off now. So yeah, it's just nothing more but hard work, dedication, belief, and a little bit of DDP yoga for the beard, and that's all it takes, bud. That's all you need. Is Angel Garza and Andrade the same people? Yeah, they're the same people. They are the same people. The problem was that the character of Andrade got suspended, so he just changed his look a little bit, and now he calls himself Angel Garza. Days, congratulations. Because of you plugging Jess's artwork, I will go and buy one from her Twitter account. Well, shout out. It's good stuff. She's done an awesome job with this. And for some reason, I think she does normally sign them as well. The artist does sign them. Not when you get given one for Christmas. Apparently she doesn't bother then. Apparently then, maybe if like she feels you deserve it, she'll sign it. I don't know what the rules are. I don't write the rules. But yeah, you can get one even better than this. You could have yours actually signed. So there we go, Jessie Callan. Doing some good stuff. A lot of toxic, a lot of toxic waste sweets. You're right. Yeah, many years of forfeit abuse has scared my facial hair into being a little bit stronger. Eat, sleep, beard, oil, repeat. Vape Ross Vape, do you think for 1 second beard oil has been anywhere near my face at any point in my life? I don't even own beard oil. Days, you said Tyler Breeze, Angel Garza match of the night, but it didn't happen. It was Devlin versus Tyler Breeze, and it was Garza versus Isaiah Scott. Oh, you're right. It was Devlin, Tyler Breeze. I meant match of the year. Match of the year. Match of the night. Honestly, watching this much wrestling, it's not good for my health. Watching two shows at the same time, everything merges into one. All I know is I really, really enjoyed the Tyler Breeze match, but then I am a bit of a Tyler Breeze stan. So I'm probably going to enjoy that maybe more than the average bear. So, I did. I thought it was a really good match. And I think what they're doing, joking aside with Jordan Devlin, is fantastic. I think seeing like the new stars coming through, the new talent coming through, and then being given that spotlight to shine. And what a spotlight for Devlin, being given that NXT Cruiserweight belt, moving over to the main brand, being used now on a regular basis. It's kind of as if he cut his teeth in NXT UK and they're like, it's time. It's time. And now they've moved him over. Can't be long before Tyler comes over. I know we've seen him a couple of times, but on like a permanent basis. Like we've got Pete Dunne and seemingly Jordan Devlin now. It can't be long until Tyler Bate comes over as well. Thing is, though, he's so young, there's no rush. But, what they're doing down in developmental, if it's still called that. I don't think it is. But at that level, NXT UK, they're just knocking it out of the park. Not only putting on great shows, but just the development, the progression of the superstars, the training. It's so good. I love what they've done with Devlin. I never saw it in Devlin. When I first saw Devlin at the 2017 tournament, I didn't think much of him. I just thought he was trained by Balor and he had a big head. And we chanted that. We chanted that at him. It was like your Finn Balor with a big head. That was the chant. I think he's progressed from that now. I think he's his own man. I think Finn Balor is Jordan Devlin with a small head. That's how good he is. Puerto Rican sunset is better than a Panama sunrise. Oh, I'm losing the ability to talk. Mercedes Martinez was in AEW earlier. 2 hats were hanging on a rack. The first hat says, "You stay here and I'll go on ahead." Nice. Well, I say nice, but... Days, I think Jessie was too busy with her new joke book. Yes, true. Which she got for Christmas. That's why she forgot to sign it. Yes. Any more? Days, with Undisputed Era defending their titles at TakeOver, do you see them all losing the gold? No, I don't. They could, but I don't think they will. I just feel like Tommaso has already been champ. He didn't lose the title. Adam Cole has got it now. I think that Adam Cole probably needs to beat Tommaso just to cement his title reign. Because at the moment, Tommaso can always say, "I never lost that title. You've not beaten me." So it's a huge match, and they're doing a real good job of building it up week after week, brawl after brawl, spray paint and beat downs and wars. So much good stuff going on. I feel like Cole needs to get that win just to really cement his title reign as really one of the best. Really one of the best. So I'm kind of hoping he retains. I know a lot of people want Tommaso to get it back. People want Goldie to come home. But I think Cole needs it more right now. I hope Tommaso does get it again. But he doesn't need it right now. In regards to the tag titles, I think Broserweights are going to turn on each other. Now, they could have a little title reign first, but I don't want them to have a little title reign and then turn on each other. I'd much rather they just lose and then turn on each other at Portland. because it seems very obvious that's the direction we're going. So there's not really a need to stretch this out. I don't feel a need to watch them win the titles, defend them a few times, lose the titles, turn on each other. I know that story, so I don't necessarily want that story. So I think I'll be rooting for them as well, amazingly. I think I'll be rooting for Undisputed Era at Portland, but for the reasons that I've given, not because I prefer Adam Cole to Tommaso. I think they're pretty much equal. I love Pete Dunne. I love Matt Riddle. I don't think, though, that two solo stars should ever be as good as your top tag team, and there's no denying Undisputed Era are the top tag team, so I do feel like they should get the victory. But we'll have to see. It's such an interesting card. And then, of course, you've got Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and the street fight between Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox as well. So I think we've had 4 matches announced so far. It's really good stuff. Really good stuff. It's going to be a big, big show. Big, big show. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some main roster stars. Wouldn't surprise me if Charlotte was in the crowd to address the winner, confront the winner. And maybe someone could confront the winner of the main title, then set us up for NXT match at WrestleMania or something. So, because this is WrestleMania season, it might have a little extra spice to it. Might have a little extra summit, you know. So, Days didn't like Cody getting whipped, but it's okay when the Fiend did it to Daniel Bryant. It wasn't advertised. It's a strap match. It's something that's a weird stipulation, I think, for MJF to request. The fact that he wants to whip Cody kind of made me, like, of all the things that he could have got Cody to have done, to have agreed to a match, the fact that he wanted to give him 10 lashes just felt a little bit strange to me, that he would want to do that. I don't know. I was worried about the segment, and then I said that the segment wasn't as bad as what I thought. So I don't know. I don't know where you're getting it from, that I didn't like the Cody thing. I thought it was weird. I was worried about it, but then equally after I said it wasn't as bad as what I thought. In regards to the Fiend whipping Daniel, it was a strap match. It's not a case that we were going into that knowing that the Fiend wanted to whip Daniel. Daniel was the one that made it a strap match. He made it a strap match so that the Fiend couldn't escape. This had nothing to do with whipping, right? I think it's the whole whipping thing that I found a little strange. The fact that MJF wanted to whip or give lashes to Cody. This kind of thing, I was like, I don't know how this sits. I don't know how I feel about this. As people in the chat said, you know, kind of want to watch wrestling. Don't know if I want to watch a man getting whipped. Now, granted, that's, you know, you're probably going to see that with the strap match, but that's not the primary purpose. We've just watched 15 minutes of a man literally getting whipped 10 times. But the way they did it, I thought was very, very good. In regards to a strap match, that was a wrestling match. That was a wrestling match between The Fiend and Daniel Bryan. There was a reason for that strap, because The Fiend kept trying to escape. Daniel didn't want to allow it. Yes, the strap was used. And I actually thought that it added to the match. You know, the marks on the back of Daniel Bryan were horrific afterwards. Like, he was really getting whipped with that. And as I said, I think it's going to have a big impact when we see the marks on the back of Cody. Again, people in the chat saying that, you know, it's going to be a real Twitter moment, you know, when those pictures come out. So, yeah, completely, I wasn't too excited going into it. I thought it was better than what I thought. I don't feel like I need to see it again. I thought they executed it as well as they could, and they did a decent job. Not sure I would have made it the main event, but I suppose it's the big talking point, isn't it, at the end of the show? So, I don't know. But I don't think it's a fair comment to say that I didn't like the Cody one, but I did like the Fiend one. It's so much more. There's so much more to it than that. That it's. I don't feel like that comment is correct. So hope I answered it. Let me go down and see. I think there was a super chat. We do need to go. I've already stuck around 10 minutes extra. Logan McCall says there's 5 matches announced. Oh, what's the 5th? What is the 5th? Let's have a look and see. Let's have a look and see. NXT take over Portland. The 5 matches are... of course. I forgot about Finn Balor, Johnny Gargano. There's actually 6. I forgot about 2. So we've got Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair for the NXT Women's Championship. They're still calling it that. Finn Balor versus Johnny Gargano. Of course, we saw a great promo. That was so good. That was such a good promo where he said, I'm going to pick up the flag that you left behind and I'm going to drive it through your heart. And Balor was like, I haven't got a heart. That was really good. Undisputed Era against Broserweights. That's for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Adam Cole against Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT Championship. Dakota Kai, Tegan Nox, Street Fight. And then, of course, Keith Lee, Dominik Dijakovic for the NXT North American Championship. And it seems like Velveteen's come back and he wants Roderick Strong. I'm not saying that's going to be a takeover, but I'd imagine that he will go after him at some point. Right, boom, done. I think that is everything that we were going to go through. We stuck around an extra 10 minutes, but I don't begrudge you that. You know, as I said, we don't get a chance to kind of talk and go through things as much as I would like during the stream. So I enjoy sticking around half an hour after and just having a chat with you guys. So, thank you for watching. Genuinely do appreciate it. As we said, we are back again on Friday for SmackDown. We're back at the weekend for New Japan and for UFC. With so many streams coming up, as we've said, all throughout tonight. Make sure that you're joining us, joining our little old community. And I think that's everything. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed the shows. And hopefully, I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.